Hi, Singlong. Um, are you able to hear me? Okay. Everyone, hi, Greg. Not Greg. Okay, yes, you all can hear me. That's good. What's my name? My name is Teacher KH. You can call me Teacher KH, or you can call me Teacher. You can call me Mr. Lim, or yeah, there are, I think, many ways to address me. What about you? Are you who's the one that asked me? I suppose your name is Greg. I hope. Not sure, but okay, good. I've not seen you before, Greg, so I suppose it's your first time in our like joining our live. Not the first time. Okay, good. Okay, we just hang on for a while and hopefully more people will join. Um, those who are new or first time joining our live, right? We're gonna be running a very short 1 hour lesson on P5 science. Do I remember you? YZLX. I think I do, but I'm not sure if I remember correctly. But capybara is like our like the usual student always like during the live. Hi capybara. Wee Chong also, yeah, Wee Chong, I also remember you. Okay, YZLX. I'll try to remember you because your YZLX doesn't ring any bell. So okay, sing long. So sing long, I'm not so sure if I remember you. Hey, capybara, try not to spam. Oh, Mio, oh no, but I remember you. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, I forgot how to pronounce your name again. You are Yuki. Okay, I'll try to remember. Yes. No, Mio, you told me your name. I forgot your name. Can you please tell me your name again? Oh no. Dang. Okay, yeah, I know. I only see you all like once every 2 weeks, and I'm not getting young. I'm old, so lousy memory, right? Yep. Pardon my memory. So I'll try to remember your name, but I do remember you because I also see you in other lives also. Can you remind me your name again? If not, like I am struggling to call you. Okay, for those who are joining in also, right, do remember to stay back. Not for science, but the Kahoot will be during the next session for English. Okay, so you can stay back until the English. It's going to be Kahoot, so you can join the Kahoot. All right. So hopefully you all had a nice week, and hopefully you enjoy the week, learn something new. So yes, Richong, unfortunately, no Kahoot for science, right? But hopefully you'll be here to learn, maybe also entertain me, and hopefully I can also entertain you. Yeah, there's no Kahoot. Yeah, but for English there'll be Kahoot. All right, so do stay around. Don't be so sad, Richong. Okay. So I think we can slowly get started. Right, today we're gonna go through some term two revision. I think by now, you all should have some upcoming term two tests, right? So we will just do some quick revision of, I'm sure by now you would have covered your cycles topic, right? Reproduction in animals, reproduction in plants, and also your water cycle. Okay, so hopefully by now you are pretty familiar with all these different topics, especially water cycle. Water cycle is going to be quite confusing and difficult. Hopefully you can get the hang of it. And if you are able to like be very familiar in your water cycle chapter, then that's going to be one less topic to worry about next year, right? Because next year in P6, you'll be learning more topic. Wow, Richard, you got AL2 for term one. That's good. That is very wonderful. Hi, CW Hall. Okay, your name is like me, but mine is a HOE, not a HOR. Okay, so while people are joining, you are saying hi, and okay, let me just get started with the first question. All right, so you are all okay. Come, let's get started with the first question. All right, so for question number one, ABCD are processes involved in the changes of state of water. Right, so looking at this, you should be quite familiar, right? Water vapor, right? Change to water, change to ice. Okay, just take note of the direction of the arrows. Okay, and if the question is asking you which of the following processes involves heat gain, I think Wee Chong already is eagerly like telling us what is the answer, but let's not spam the answer because we also want to, I mean, the others also want to learn, right? Okay, let me just try to do some simple revision, right? So water vapor, I'm sure by now it is gas. Okay, hold on, the pen is not familiar. Okay, gaseous state, right? So gaseous state change into water. Water will be in the liquid state. Ice will be in the solid state, right? So how do they change from gas to liquid to solid, right? So hopefully you still remember, gas to liquid will be maybe we can start from solid, right? I think most of you are more used to starting with the solid. Okay, solid turn into water, right? That would be, okay, let me look for my pen. Okay, solid change to water, this will be melting, right? When the ice gain heat, they will melt into water. So when the water continue to gain heat, right, they will evaporate, right? So A is probably evaporation. Okay, but why did I not say that A is boiling? Okay, we're trying to say that at A it is boiling, but I'm saying it's evaporation rather than boiling. Okay, so okay, yes, PAVLOV. Okay, what a complicated name. Okay, says that D is condensation and C is freezing. Okay, yes, so in the opposite process, in the opposite direction, right? D, water vapor turning into liquid will be condensation. Okay, and then for C, right, liquid turn back into solid will be freezing. Okay, the processes that involves heat gain, right, will be evaporation and melting. Evaporation can occur at any temperature. Yeah, and also for the this part here, they mention water vapor, so they never say steam, right? So I'm assuming that there is no boiling involved because evaporation can happen at any temperature. Yes, okay. But over here, the main reason why I'm saying that this probably is evaporation and not boiling is because over here it says water vapor, okay, not steam. All right. So, but if it says steam over here, then this is probably going to be boiling already. So once you're familiar with all these processes, right, especially evaporation and condensation, right, a lot of OEQ questions like to test you on these two concepts. Okay, then you should know that melting and evaporation is gain heat. Okay, condensation and freezing is lose heat. Okay, so with that once you understand all this, then you know the answer for heat gain will be okay. Let me check through the chat. Okay, Evans, why did I choose to be a teacher? No, I did not choose to be a teacher. I became a teacher accidentally. Let's maybe just put it this way. All right. I like and hate science at the same time. Yes. Sometimes I also like science. Sometimes I also hate science. Okay. The reason why I like science is because in science you can be a bit more creative, right? It's unlike mathematics because mathematics 1 plus 1 is always equal to 2, right? But in science, there's a lot of other concepts that's also unknown, right? But of course, I hate science is because sometimes it's very difficult to explain a certain concept to a student, right? I can understand why students don't understand certain concepts, but it takes a while for the concept to really grow into you. All right. So Because I think why did I choose to become a teacher? I think partly is because I like to teach. Yep. I think that should be the main reason. And I can communicate well with kids, right? I think I don't know, I like to talk to kids and kids like to talk to me for some reason. What accident? What accident? Okay, so you all should know the answer to this question, right? Question number one shouldn't be too difficult, but question number one is a good recap of what you have learned in water cycle. All right. I accidentally became a teacher. I mean, I didn't like go through apply to become an MOTE teacher and became a teacher, go through training. Accidentally is because last time I had relative, a young relative who needed someone to coach him. So I just kind of like helped to coach him, and after that, slowly began to feel that I am a person that can teach. Okay, and from there, slowly learn to teach by myself. Right, so I never really go through a proper teacher training, blah blah blah, and all that. Like MOE teacher. But I did gain a lot of experience from my interactions with teachers. Do you want to become a school teacher? Nope. I do not want to become a school teacher because there's a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things to do. Yeah, I think being a tuition teacher offers more freedom and a lot more. I guess I'll be more happy. All right. Okay. So enough chit chatting. Let's move on to the next question. All right. Question two also shouldn't be too difficult. Just a quick recap of heat. Right. You all should not forget your P3, P4 science. All right. Okay, so question number two, right? There are four drops of wax, okay? W, X, Y, and Z, right? So W, X, Y, and Z. These are the four drops of wax, okay? The question says that they are of the same size. They are placed on a pole made of wood and metal as shown in the diagram below. Okay, so on the left, it is made of wood, and then on the right, it is made of metal. Okay, so hopefully you know which one is a good conductor of heat, which one is a poorer conductor of heat, and so on. Okay, the question is asking you which of the following shows the correct order in which the four drops of wax will melt. Okay, starting from the fastest. All right. So if the heat is applied in this direction over here, right in the center, okay, the one nearest to it, right, Y, will probably be the first one to melt, right, because Y is the one that's closest to the heat source. Okay, so hopefully you realize that Y is the one that is closest, okay, to the heat. Mm. So we should be looking at, okay, the ones that starts with Y, right? And then you can eliminate option 1 and 3. So hopefully when you're doing your MCQs, okay, please remember to do your elimination method, right? Okay, yeah, let's try not to spam. I know that you know the answer, but I think there's no need to keep telling us, right? Okay, and then after that, the next one to melt, right, will probably be the next closest. Okay, but if you look at the diagram carefully, the next closest will be X and Y. Okay, they are both equal distance from the center. Okay, because one is 15 cm. Okay, X is 15 cm to the left. Okay, Z is also 15 cm to the right. Okay, but which one will melt first, right? That means you must look at the material of the pole already, right? So metal, right, definitely is a better conductor of the heat, better conductor of heat, right? So it's going to conduct heat to Z faster. So the next one that you should pick, right, will be Z. Okay, yes, I think by now you all should be very clear that obviously yes, right, user 7456, hello. Why do you keep using users? I remember you because yours is like 7456. Okay. Yes, it is obviously Zach. Hi Asher. Yes, I also remember you. Right. So I am secretly your boss. Evans, you are my boss. Okay, good. the more boss I have, the better, because my boss will pay me money. Right? So Evans, they're gonna pay me money. Okay, so Z will be the second, right, to drop, right, followed by X, and then the third one will be the last one. Sorry, will be W. Right, you are the CEO of AGrader. Oh, okay, good. Well done. Maybe next time you can start your own tuition chain, and then you can name it as a B grader. Okay, then I'll join you as a teacher. Okay, Asher. By the time you set up B grader, I don't know if I'm still alive or not. Okay, so X will be the second. Oh no, sorry, not X. X will be the right. Okay, Z will be the second, right? Because it is on the metal side. Wow, so many people want to be my boss. Okay, Evans also want to be my boss. Okay, sure. Yes, Boss Evans. Okay, I shall call you a Boss Evans from now on. All right, so the and W will be the last to melt. All right, so the answer will be option 2. But before I move on, any question, any question regarding science, regarding the questions that we've done so far? Nope. Okay, so 7456 says no. Wichong says don't have. Okay, so everybody crystal clear, right? Okay, then I'm gonna slowly move on to the next question. Question 3. A solid cube is then placed in a measuring cylinder filled with some water. Okay, so this is the measuring cylinder, right? Before and after. Hopefully you can see the water level clearly. Sorry, I wasn't, it's very difficult to check it, but this is the water level. All right, so hopefully also you know how to read your water level. This is not 11. I think a lot of students will oh, sorry, what's the answer for the previous question? Is option 2. Okay. Okay, there. Munis. Oh yes, sorry. Okay, 2, yes. Okay, question 3. Right, so a solid cube is then placed in the solid cube. Okay, solid cube placed in a measuring cylinder filled with some water. Right, so a measuring cylinder, remember, measures volume, okay, and not mass. Right. Solid also, hopefully you'll remember the piece of solid. Right? So fixed volume, okay, fixed shape. Okay, cannot be compressed, and so on. Yes, true. Please don't spam the answer. Sorry, wait, what? Copy the previous question. Let me go through this first. Okay. Okay, so reading the before reading over here, right? Okay, hopefully y'all can see that the reading is 12. All right, it's not 11. Okay, because there's 5 divisions here. Here to here, there are 5 divisions or 5 gaps. So each gap will be 2, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, then from here, the next step will be to read the water level over here, right? The after once the cube is placed in. This one not too difficult because it is exactly at 30 over here. So this is 30 ml. Right, then after that, just do some simple subtraction, right? 30 minus 12, okay? Hopefully you will get 18, okay? So 18 will be the answer over here. Um, Neil, yes, you copy this question first, all right? Then after that, okay, if you're done, let me know. I will scroll up and let you see. Okay, YZLX is done. Anyone of your in school, you all started with system first. Compressed, not compressed. Okay, sure. Thank you for pointing that out. Let me erase this. Okay, right. Okay, thank you. Blur Girls 2701. Anyone of you are doing system in school? That means your circulatory system, respiratory system, and electricity. I know I know there are some students who do that in school. I'm already in P6 now. We're learning forces. You're just learning forces. Okay, so slow. Okay, I thought you all would start with the living things and the environment already. Okay, wait. Mio, yes, are you done? Okay, the science will user 1313. The science will end at 6. Then after that, 6 to 7 will be the English. 7 to 8 will be another English. All right. Then you are finishing with forces soon. Okay, Mayonnaise, I'm not sure if you're still around, but I'm gonna move on to the next question. Okay, question 4. Oh, you're still around. Previous question. Okay, okay, sure. Question 2. Quick, we're all waiting for you. Okay. 7456 is Cindy. Okay, can. I try to remember. Remember there's a Cindy, but I don't remember who. But typically, I always tell my students, right, I take around a month to remember their name. So for your will be 2 months because I only see your like once every 2 weeks. So Cindy, if next session I forget your name, please remind me again. Done. Okay, Munis. Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on to question 4. All right. Next question. Look at question 1. Jean. Okay. I'm gonna quickly scroll to question 1. Right, Jean. Okay, you can take a look. But after this, I'm gonna go to question 4 already. Right, no more going to the front. Yeah. Okay, Cindy. Yes, you're always telling me every time. You realize that I'm always forgetting names. Yes. Okay, you can tell me that you're Cindy. 7456 is Cindy. Okay, I'll try to register. And Jean, are you done? Done. Okay, can. Thanks. Okay, let's move on to question 4. Remember you too. Oh my goodness. Okay, YZLX. What's your name? Oh, wait, Yuki, right? YZLX. Okay, Yuki. So many names to remember. Oh my goodness. Right, you're like testing me, like giving me an exam. Okay, yes. Okay, I remember. You're Yuki. Okay, and Evans is Evans. Okay, let's move on to next question, question 4. Right, question 4, study the flow chart below. Okay, if it is on flow chart, I think it shouldn't be too difficult, right? Starting with animals. Okay, does it have a 3-stage life cycle? Okay, then after that, yes, no, right? Yes, and then no. Okay, so we know that animal A will have a 3-stage life cycle, right? Then next will be, does it lay eggs in water? Okay, then yes, no. Right, so I'm not sure what they are asking for. Okay, lay eggs in water. Yes, no. Okay, which of the following best represents A, B, and C? Right, shouldn't be too difficult. Just go through the animals one by one, right? A, B, and C, and try to eliminate them slowly. All right. So if you look at A first, right? A does it have a 3-stage life cycle? Okay, so look at A, and let's pick out those animals with 3-stage life cycle. Right, so 3-stage life cycle will be cockroach. Cockroach, yeah. Butterfly is 4-stage life cycle. Mosquito is also 4-stage life cycle, right? So I know you should be very familiar about butterfly and mosquito, right? Then next, okay, next will be lay eggs in water. So for B will be 4 stages. Okay, I suppose it's 4 stages. Lay eggs in water. All right, so we have to make sure that group B fulfill these 2 characteristics. Okay, so definitely not a cockroach for sure, not a frog for sure, because a frog and cockroach, they go through three-stage life cycle, right? Butterfly and mosquito, hopefully you know that mosquito will, sorry, not mosquito, butterfly, right, will lay, okay, eggs on leaf. Okay, so butterfly is also out. Okay, so by now you should know that the answer is option 4. But remember, right, so the good thing about the elimination method is you can get the answer quickly, but at the same time, do run through your option C also to make sure you never make careless mistake. Okay, yeah, let's try not to spam. Okay, let's take a look at C. Right, C will be 4 stage, lay eggs on land. Right, so it will not be hold on, okay, frog is 3 stage, right? Mosquito lay eggs in water. Cockroach is wrong because it's 3 stage life cycle, right? So butterfly, yep, is gonna be correct for the last option, C. Okay, so the correct answer will be option 4. Any question before I move on? Okay, let me scroll up a bit so that y'all can see. Right, there's no Kahoot. Okay, so Kahoot will be in the next session from 6 to 7, okay, during English. Okay, any question? If no question, then I'm gonna move on to the next question. All right. Okay, let's move on to okay, we're done with the MCQs, right? So we move on to the OAQ. Okay. Okay, can. Let's start with question 5. Right, question 5 shouldn't be too difficult also. Okay, study the diagram below. The water and marbles were placed in identical basin. All right, so they are both the same basin. Okay, and then you see something over here, which is right this like level over here. Okay, so this is 500 cubic cm of water. Okay, so this tells you the volume, right? Volume of water is 500. So because they are of the same level, right? So okay, I think a lot of students would think that this is also 500 cubic cm, but it is not. Okay, because for part A, the question is asking you in terms of the properties of matter, right? Is there a difference between water and marble? Okay, so part A is not asking you about the volume, right? Part A is just testing you on your concept. Okay, that is, they want you to talk about the properties of matter, right? And a difference between water and marble, right? So hopefully you can recall that water is liquid, okay? And then the marble is a solid, right? So liquid and solid, there are quite a few differences. Yeah, but I cannot be always sorry, let me finish this question first. Maybe we're done, then after that we move up. But try to focus, right? If you miss the question, then we keep going back, then the flow of the lesson will not be so smooth. Okay, so let me finish this first. All right. Okay, then in terms of the properties of a liquid, right? Just now I think I've already mentioned a few property, right? Okay, wait, let me erase this first. Difference between liquid and solid, right? So liquid has no definite shape. Liquid, other than that, the rest are basically the same because a liquid and a solid, right? A marble, they both have definite volume. They both cannot be compressed, right? So there's only one difference. Okay, just now I said a few difference, right? So did I say, okay, sometimes I don't remember what I said. Right, so remember to write the difference in terms of water and marble. Don't say liquid and solid. Okay, so we can start off by saying that water has no Definite shape. Okay. Now, marble is definite shape. Okay, so in this case, we are just talking about the shape, right? So water, which is a liquid, right, will have no definite shape, while marble, which is a solid, will have a definite shape. Any question? No question? Right, then we move on to maybe part B, all right? Okay, Cindy, you wrote the water has no definite shape, but a marble does. Okay, sure, that looks like a good answer also, Cindy. Okay, so your answer don't need to be exactly the same as mine, right? Because there are many ways to express it. Sometimes my students produce even better answers than me. All right. If this is about matter, this is a mixed revision. So this question, yeah, player 380, like the Squid Game, like the player 380. Okay, yeah, is on matter, yes. Where do you get the worksheet? You can go to the AGrader website, and then you go to the agrader .com/live, okay, and then you can download the worksheet from there. Or it says the link, get your worksheet link is in the bio. Right? You're in P4, yes. So P4, you all should have already learned about matter, all right? Okay, let me go to part B first. Okay, part B, right? Raj said that there is 500 cubic cm of marbles in basin 2. Okay, do you agree? And explain. Okay, anyone can tell me, do you agree or disagree, and why? Okay, wait, Sam Pei Fong, it says include definite volume for both water and marble. Is it okay? Okay, but the question is just asking you for the differences. They're not asking for similarity, Pei Fong. So don't need to talk about the similarity, all right? I can't tell if your Cindy, I can't tell if your chat is laggy or not. Just started learning matter, right? Okay, Singlong says that no. So Singlong do not agree because there is gaps between the marbles, right? As it have a definite shape and it does not take the shape of the basin. Okay, definite shape. Okay, I think Singlong, your explanation is very good. Yes, just change the rock to marbles can already. I think because you're remembering what you have learned from another question, which is a good thing. Means it shows that you remember what you have learned. Right. Okay. Yao also, yes. Okay, you disagree because there are air gaps. Yes. Very good. But you saw what Sing Long said, right? Because Sing Long said that the marbles they have a definite shape. That's why they're okay. So you must learn to improve your explanation by including more concepts. Yes, there are definitely air gaps, right? But also explain why there are air gaps. Okay, good. I think most of y'all understand why like you can also become science teacher yourself, right? Because the younger brother or younger sister tells you something, now you can agree or disagree with that and tell them why. Not only tell them why, you can also explain to them using science concepts, right? Okay, so do you agree? Definitely no. Scroll up a bit, sorry, so that you can see. Okay, so no, full stop. Then I'm gonna say there are okay, air spaces with the marbles as they have a definite shape. Okay. Oh wait, sorry, I saw someone. Wait, what? Rioman Sugana. Okay, sorry, teacher, my internet shut down. Okay, but if you can type in your chat, that means your internet is still working, right? Okay, let me just read through the chat again. Okay, through Evans. Okay, okay. Hi, Richong. Okay, and then what else? Any question? Wi-Fi is cooked. Okay. Okay, Yuki, right? You wrote no, marble have volume. So the volume should be different from basin one. Oh, okay, wait, Yuki. Yes, marble have volume, but it's more about the shape. Because if you look at basin one is water, right over here, basin one, but basin one do not have a definite shape. So basin one do not have any air gaps in between them. All right. So when you're explaining, okay, be very careful. Teacher, you still forgotten me. No, Rioman Sukuna, I remember you, but I don't remember you. As in, I don't know you. Previous question, okay, which question? Sorry, I don't remember which question are you. Previous question, as in question four? Is it question four? Okay, okay, can. Yes, right. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay. Let me know when you're done. Okay, and then this is gonna be the last time I'm scrolling up for you. Even if you give me your cute little pleading eyes. Okay, I am not gonna um, agree to your request ever again. Okay, wait, Rioman, why don't you tell me your name also? Then I got more students to remember. I need to remember Cindy, I need to remember Yuki. Who else do I need to remember? Okay, done? Yes? Oh, Blurgers, like, okay, who are you? I mean, sorry, not who are you, Blurgers. I mean, what's your name? Sorry, who are you? Please, okay. I think it'll be easier, you'll just put your name. Paige, okay. Oh my goodness, like, now I have, okay, I have Cindy, I have Yuki, and I have Paige. All right, I'll try to remember your name. Here, you are trying to be funny. Actually, the best person on earth with the biggest brain. Yep, I think you have a very big brain, but not a very useful one, given your name. Okay, let's go through the next question first. All right. So next part of the question, the glass tank is filled with 500 cubic cm of air. Right. So 20 cubic cm of air was pumped into the glass tank. Okay. So this hold on, let me go through the question first. You are really stressing me with all your names. Okay, so the air pump will pump air into this glass tank, right? So it pumps a 20 cubic cm of air into the tank. Right, so this one is a very classical question where the glass tank is filled with 500 cubic cm of air. Okay, but the question is now asking you what is the final volume of air in the glass tank. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the final volume of air in the glass tank? I'm already seeing some wrong answers. Okay, but I'm seeing some correct answer also. 50? Singlong? Oh, okay, typo. Okay, yes, I can see that. That's why you give me a shock, like 50. Um, wait, 7456 is Cindy. Okay, where you get the 1000 from, Cindy? Okay, I can see that most of you got it correct, but there are some who gave the wrong answer. Okay, remember that in this case, because air, right, can be compressed, right? Then the glass tank will have a fixed, okay, volume. So when the air is pumped into the glass tank, right, the air will be compressed and it will fit into this glass tank. So the volume of air will still be 500. Okay, it's gonna still be 500 cubic cm. Okay, it will not increase. because the air will be compressed and fit into the smaller space into the glass tank. All right. Just now, a few of y'all put 520. I shall not name who. Okay. Wait, Blurgers. What is your name? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Have you told me your name? Paige, right? Oh yes. Okay. Thanks. Wait, it's fixed, not fixed. Okay. Thank you, English teacher Paige. Okay, let me fix this first. Let me fix this. Fix the volume. Okay. Thank you. Young is Justin. Okay. Um, Avis is Elaine. Sorry, no. Elena. Right. Now this become like an English lesson already. Now, like I'm being tested on like pronouncing names. Okay, but I hope I got all your names correct because I'm very bad with names. Yes, I'm also very bad at spelling. Okay, you would have realized this. Okay, I got it correct. Oh my goodness! But the next time I'll get it wrong. So do you think you want to be an English teacher? Oh yes, I can be an English teacher and I'll teach you how to fail your English. I won't teach you how to pass your English. But I can teach you how to pass your science and do well in your science. So I think I better stick to science and not teach English. Okay. Okay. I think no more question, right? No more question. Then we move on to question 6. Okay. We still have a few more questions to go. Okay, question 6. Mei Ling learned that air expands, okay, when heated. Okay, so this is something that we learned in, I think, P4 during the heat chapter, right? So she hypothesized that air expands more when there is more heat. Okay, so this is what she hypothesized. That means she's making a prediction that air expands more when there is more heat. So she set up the experiment below to find out if her hypothesis is correct. So every time we have a hypothesis, right, we need to conduct an experiment to test whether our hypothesis is correct or not. Okay, so the diagram below shows the setups at the start of the experiment. Okay, so this is this is at the start, right? Setup 1, setup 2, setup 3. Okay, I hope you all can see the colored dye, right? So it's over here, and over here. Okay, and then we look into the setup, right? This is 200 ml, 200 ml. Something is wrong because the third setup is only 100 ml, whereas the temperature is 60, 75, 90, right? So in this case, she's conducting kind of like the correct experiment, but there's just a small error. Okay, Evans is it ends at 6. Okay, because if she wants to test whether the hypothesis is when air expands more when there's more heat. So more heat, okay, it becomes the changed variable, right? Okay, and then we need to be observing, right, the air expansion. This will be kind of like the measured variable, but we're not measuring anything. Instead, we are observing a certain change, right? So probably you will be observing the movement of the colored dye. Is it going up or down? Should be going up lah. Okay, is it going up more or less? Right. So in part A, the question already suggested that she did not conduct a fair test, right? Because in order to conduct a fair test, okay, the changed variable of temperature increasing, right, is fine. Okay, but the amount of water needs to be kept constant, right? So this is a constant variable. Okay, so in this case, suggest one change, okay, to the experimental setup to make the experiment a fair one. Okay, so wait, I saw someone gave a good answer. Okay, Yao eternal. Okay, add 100 ml to setup 3. Yes, that is a good answer, right? Standardize the volume of water. Volume 3 should also have 200 ml of water. Yes, wow, very scientific. Standardize the volume of water. Okay, very good. I like that. It's okay, Paige. I still remember because you're my English teacher. You're always correcting my English. Okay, wait. Sing Long says that make all the volume of water all the same. So make all the volume all the same is good. Okay, but it'll be better to state, okay, what's the volume of the water. Okay, good. So I'm gonna write down the answer. Right. So the answer would be to add 100 ml of water, okay, to which setup is it? Setup. Okay, 3. Okay, and then for part B, after ensuring that, okay, her experiment is fair, what should Mei-Ling expect to observe in order to prove that her hypothesis is correct? Okay, so in order to prove that her hypothesis is correct, right, setup 3, okay, will must be the highest. So this need to be the highest. Okay, setup 1 will need to be the lowest. Okay, the ink, sorry, the colored dye, like ink dye. Okay, setup 1 needs to be the lowest, and setup 2, right, need to be in the middle. All right. Okay, let me read through some of your answer. Okay, ink in setup 3 will rise more than setup 2, and ink in setup 2 will rise more than setup 1. Okay, so that is a very good answer. Love woof woof. I'm gonna call you woof woof. Okay, Yao says that colored dye in setup 3 must be the highest, followed by setup 2 and setup 1. Okay, good. Good, with setup 1 being the lowest. I think I can maybe use Yao, your answer. Your answer seems to be a very good one. Okay. Let me write down the answer first. So I'm gonna say the okay the okay dye in setup 3 must be the highest, followed by setup 2, and okay, I'm gonna add in a bit of my answer. Okay, and setup 1 is the lowest. All right. Okay. Yeah. So that will be my answer, which is modified from Yao's answer. Okay. So setup 3 must be the highest, right? Followed by 2, and then setup 1 has to be the lowest. Okay. And then part C, right, is a very standard question. By now, whenever you see this kind of question, you should be very happy, right? Because when the question asks you, what can Mei-Ling do to obtain a more reliable result? Okay. Repeat the experiment 3 times. Okay, to ensure that the observations remain consistent and what is the last word? Producible. Okay, yeah, okay, I think your answer is good, right? Repeat the experiment 3 times and find the average height of the colored dye. Okay, very good. Oh, Yao is like producing very good answers. So far is correct. Okay, yep, okay, let me write down the answer first. To obtain a more reliable result, we're gonna repeat the experiment, okay, at least 3 times, and the average um, results. I know in some schools, you just need to write a repeat the experiment at least 3 times, okay, and then you will get the correct answer. Okay, taking the average result is not needed, but if you add in, okay, that will be good. All right. But how to get average if we we are not measuring, only observing? Wow. Okay. Woof. Okay, that is a very good question. Yes, right. I think you're absolutely correct. Okay, we can't get the average if we are just observing the height of the water level. We are not we're not doing any measurement. Okay, good. So I think I will erase away this part. Right. Okay, repeat the experiment. Okay, at least 3 times. Good. Okay, Woof. You're a thinking student. Well done. A thinking student. Okay, can help me to think. Okay, any more question? Full stop. Oh, okay. Sorry. I shall put my full stop. Other than that, any English problem? Where is teacher page? No, teacher page never spot any mistake. Okay, good. Then we can move on to the next question. All right. Question 7. Okay, diagram below shows 3 identical cups filled with same amount of water, right? But they are at different temperature, placed in the classroom. Okay, so there are 3 cups over here, right? Cup A, cup B, cup C. We can see that they are of different temperature, right? So 10 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius, and 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, so 10 is relatively cold, 28 is around room temperature, 80 is going to be very hot. Oh, okay, you're not done. Let me scroll up a bit. Okay, so you can see. Let me read through the question A first while you are copying. All right. So part A is asking in which cup A, B, or C will water evaporate the slowest? Okay, I think you should know which cup, right, will the water evaporate the slowest and evaporate the slowest, not the fastest. Okay. Yes, yeah. Which one is correct? Okay, not evaporate fastest. All right. So which one will evaporate the slowest? You should know, right? Of course, in part B, they want you to explain. Right? Wait, who is? Okay, I think it's me. Oh yes, right. Okay, if you're, wait, sorry. Oh my goodness, your names are getting longer and longer. Okay, I think you should be you. Let's go back to this question, right? Part A is asking you which cup will evaporate the slowest, right? So hopefully you'll remember what is the factors that affects the rate of evaporation, right? Your W, E, and T, right? So wind, exposed surface area, and temperature. So with cup A being the lowest temperature, right? So we will expect the rate of evaporation to be the slowest also. Okay. So for part A, the answer's got to be cup A. Okay. When it comes to explaining, right? So talk about the factors that will affect the rate of evaporation, which is the temperature. So the water in air has the lowest temperature, so evaporation will take place the slowest, right? So explanation is pretty easy and straightforward. Okay, let me write it down. Okay, so the water in cup A has the lowest temperature. So okay, it will experience okay, so you will experience the lowest rate of evaporation. Okay. So talk about cup A having the lowest temperature, right? So because the temperature is the lowest, so the rate of evaporation will also be the lowest. Okay, any question? Before we move on, okay, Okay, before we move on, let me just do a quick revision of the names that I have to remember today. Okay, I have to remember Cindy. Wait, Blur. Wait, who is Cindy? Oh my goodness, Blur girls, are you Cindy? Okay, I know Yuki. Where's Yuki? I haven't from Yuki. Wait, why something something something? Who else? Okay, Asher. Yes, Asher. Your name is the easiest because your name is right in your name username. Blur. Oh yeah, Blur is my English teacher, of course. How can I forget? Blur is Paige, right? Oh yeah, YZLX. You are Yuki. Yes. Cindy is user 7456. Okay, yes. Oh my goodness, I can remember your names. All right. So who else? Where is Paige? Yeah, she's busy marking my paper. You're Justin. Okay, Wee Chong, you're Justin. Okay. Okay, anyway, let's quickly finish up the last question, right? So, okay, after some time, water droplets were observed on the inner surface of cup C. Okay, so this one, do take note, it is talking about the inner surface of cup C, right? So cup C, you will be talking about here and here, okay? Because this is water at 80 degrees Celsius, so this is 80 degrees Celsius is going to be very hot, okay? Very hot. Right, so the water is going to evaporate, okay, and then when it comes into contact with the cooler surface, okay, this one is a cooler surface in my handwriting. Hold on, surface, right, and then it's gonna lose heat and condense right into water droplets. Okay, yes, Justin, I will remember you. Okay, anything else? Warm water vapor rises and condenses on cooler inner surface of cup to form water droplets. Okay, yes, that is a good answer. Yeah, okay, warm water vapor in the cup comes into contact with the cooler water vapor from the surrounding. Okay, yeah, I think your answer is more like the formation of clouds. Okay, not the formation of water droplets. All right, more answer. Okay, no, all right, then let me write down. Okay, so remember this one is evaporate, then comes into contact with the cooler inner surface. Okay, and then lose it. The one that rises up and comes into contact with the cooler surrounding air, that one is the formation of clouds. Okay, so warmer water vapor, right? That evaporated. Okay, from the water rises, okay, and touches the cooler, okay, inner surface of the cup. Okay, oh no, right. Okay, of the cup. Okay, and then lost heat and condense into water. Okay, droplets. Okay, I think let me scroll up a bit more. Okay, so the few keywords, right, that you need to pay attention to will be like the warmer water vapor, right, evaporated from the water, okay, rises and then touches the cooler inner surface. It lost heat and then condense into water droplets. Tiny water droplets. Okay, I think in this case, whether you use water droplets or tiny water droplets, it doesn't really matter too much. Tiny water droplets is usually used to describe like clouds, mist, fog, all this. All right. So in this case, we can just use, oh, full stop, sorry. Yes, I did put the full stop, but it's so tiny that, okay, let me make it bigger, right? Okay, a very gigantic full stop, Justin. Um, Avis, yes, Elena or something. Yes, but I don't remember the exact spelling. Yes. Wow, I'm so happy. Justin, you say I'm a good teacher. Okay. Right, any question other than my full stop and my English? Yes, I did put a full stop, but it's a very teeny, small, tiny full stop. Yes, next time I'll put, yes, a gigantic full stop just for you, Justin. Okay, Peifong says that water in cup C gains heat from the surrounding air. Okay, Peifong, there's no need to say it gains heat from the surrounding air because it's already 80 degrees Celsius, right? If it's 80 degrees Celsius still gaining heat from the surrounding, then we're all cooked already. We all become like steamed chicken, right? Okay, so it is already very hot. So by saying that it evaporates into water vapor, okay? Okay, I think if no question, I need to make way for the next session already. No more question? Yeah, yes. No more question, right? Did I miss out any question? Okay, yes, no more question already. Right. So do stay around for the next session English because there will be Kahoot, right? So there's something for y'all to read. All right. I'll see y'all 2 weeks later. I'll try to remember all your names. Okay, bye bye. Let me mute this first.
Hi, hi, hi. Hello, Wee Chong and Blur Girl and user 131. Yeah, because I haven't unmuted myself, so yeah, I let him cook. Yeah, I don't know I'm cooking also, but sure. What would you like me to cook? Would you like me to cook? I don't know. Laksa. I can't cook for the life of me. But anyway, yeah. Let me see. Hang on, let me see if I can. What's this for? Uh-huh. There we go. Okay, right. Yes. Uh, let him cook is an idiom. Oh, as in like let me, what do you call that? Um, do what I need to do, is it? Yeah, that's very um kind of you. Okay. Okay, right. So as usual, we will be doing the situational writing. Yes, hello. What is KP, Asher? Is it like kapow, kapow, kapow? Is it like those what do you call that? The comics in Batman or something? Hello, then there's so many users. This one user 7456, the other one's user 131. Are your siblings? Are you like related because you're a user? Your chat is lagging. Is it your Wi-Fi or your data not fantastic? Hello to the nice people that have just joined. Yep, thank you. Right. Okay, right. So, yeah. Wait. Oh, my tablet went blank. Okay. Okay, right. So let's start. I'm quite funny. Oh, thank you very much. Hello, Asher. Why now only one KP? What does KP stands for? Last time in school, KP stands for key personnel. You know, like you're like HOD lah. You are like subject head lah. One of the better teachers. Better in a different way, but yeah. Anyway, now minister already say, not all schools are. No, he didn't say not all schools are good school, but he prefers to say that there are the best school that suits you. Of course, the question is whether you can go to the school or not. That remains to be seen. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, yes. Today there's Kahoot. So North Korea emoji. No, 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 no. I only see KP there. I don't see a North Korea emoji. And why am I related to North Korea? I don't speak Korean. I only know 안녕하세요 and what sarang heyo and what heyo heyo. Then it's like you're rapping like hey yo, yo yo yo. That all. Okay. Yes, Wee Chong, how can I do to help you? I see what mask face now. You wrestler, is it? Or is that the Shiver Me Timber? The icon, the shivering icon. Okay, Shiver Me Timbers. Right. So let's move on. Oh, Sanrio lover. So you like Kuromi, or you like Hello Kitty, or you like I don't know whichever Sanrio characters they are. But yeah. Most people are science and English teacher at the same time. We are. Why can't I be a math teacher? Actually, yeah. Actually, I volunteered, but they had like too many math teachers. They didn't have enough English teachers, so they asked me to do English full time. But oh well. Pochako and Kuroshio. Oh yeah, I mean life is such, I remember last time when I applied to MOE scholarship, right? So the first time I said I wanted to teach economics at the JC level. Then they offered me scholarship, So they told me it's a scholarship. Okay, you we can accept you, but your subjects will be what was it? I think was physics and math. I think so. Then after that, then I say, it's okay, then no thank you. Then I apply again next year. Then the next year again interview, okay. Then after they tell me, oh, the subject is math and physics. I was like, okay, what's the difference? But oh well. If one teacher can't teach all four subjects, why a student needs to learn four? Okay, actually, Sanrio lover, to be fair, right? Last time, right? Long before your time, my time, when I was in primary school, my teacher taught me all subjects except mother tongue. So meaning English, math, science, art, music. What else do we have? PE. What else do you have? I can't recall already. Whatever lah. What? Last time we called civics and moral education. Now it's called CCE and all the kind of rubbish, right? Yeah. So last time my form teacher taught us everything except mother tongue. So yeah, now why your teacher only teaches one, maybe two subjects, and actually they used to teach all three subjects. They used to teach EMS until quite recently, like I think about a few years ago, when they believe that, I mean, not wrong lah, that if the teacher specializes in one or two subjects, they can do it better. No. We had no the CCE. CCA different because you go to a different CCA. They're in charge of different CCA, so she does not necessarily have to be in that CCA that you're in. So my form teacher wasn't my CCA teacher because yeah, she wasn't the CCA that I was in. Okay, so yeah, but last time, yeah, and last time we only had one form teacher. No, now I know it's quite common to have two form teachers, which is quite ridiculous lah. And they always say not enough teachers, but then they can do all these kind of silly things. But oh well, that's whatever. What school I in? That one secret. I won't say. Okay. Your teacher teaches English and science. Yeah. Okay. I mean, different school they have different deployments, right? So some they'll have like some. I know the English teachers also they do English math. They got some with English science, and some are math science, and some are like for ours at one point in time was English and SS because they didn't have enough SS teachers. Yeah. So, oh well, it depends lah. Or which tuition branch? I mean, the Yishun side, the dangerous part of Singapore side. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's the meme and the joke, right? Okay, so yeah. Well, if you want, but I don't teach. I only teach the physical classes there are P4 and Sec 2. So if you want, you can come for those classes. But yeah. Okay, well, we can start. I'm just um, entertaining you all because you have so many questions, right? So yeah, what is dangerous? Oh, issue is dangerous. Is it dangerous? I mean, it's just a joke lah. Like certain reports, but I mean, like there was one point in time there were a lot of like so-called murder cases or suicide cases, and then they all had issue. And then after that, after a while, there was like Bedok also had their own all over. I mean, it's just people make just say lah. I mean, you have your weird things happening in each different neighborhood. It's just whether some are reported in the news or not. The editor decides what goes on, right? Yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah, you're chilling. Shall we start? Okay, come. Right. Let's start because apparently I'm not allowed to chill. So let's move on. Okay, so let's look at situational writing here. So I believe you're on the page, the second page, right, with the picture. So let's look at this one, right? We have this boy called Carl, right? He's buying a book, right? And yeah, so we know that this took place on 1st March at 1 p.m. at this place, right? So we have the dates, time, and the venue, right? Or location or whatever you wish to call it. Okay, but yeah. So and we know that he's buying this book called Brave Tales, right? So of course we don't really know whether that's in the question because we haven't seen the question. And then you have on this part here, you see the name tag of this person. He is Jackson Tan. Well, there's the title there, manager written there, right? I mean, sometimes you do see it at the uh, on their name tags. What if it's fake? What is fake? I don't understand. I think I must have missed some messages, but yeah. Okay, but anyway, yeah. Now then, so yeah, he's paying for it, right? And then I mean, you can see that this is the cashier. It's written there $18. Not like it's important. Probably not important, but yeah. Okay. Now then, he goes back home, and then he sees that some of the pages are torn, right? So you can see from this portion here, the pages are torn, and then he did say that some pages have been torn off. Okay, and so obviously, if you look at him, he will obviously look what? How does he look or feel? Yeah, there's Kahoot. Yeah, how does he look or feel? He looks exactly. He looks nothing. He looks, huh? You are suspicious. Okay, so are we gonna have emergency meeting? No need, right? Yeah, I don't know what bro meant. Interesting. Yeah, sus. I think he's the imposter. Okay, anyway. So, what do you think? How does he look? What is the reaction that you think has here? Yes, this is situational writing, Yaya Papaya. That's an interesting name. You remind me of Ya, but right. Yeah. So, what is his reaction, right? Or sing long, right? I don't play Among Us. I used to see my students play Among Us. I played with them for a while, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So he was shocked, right? He was taken aback, right? And of course, he was, well, you can say, badly surprised, right? Well, I mean, sometimes these are mass-produced items, so sometimes accidents do happen. It's not like they were doing on purpose. And of course, unless you're saying that if we ask for refund or exchange and they don't want to do it, then yeah, you could say it's a scam of sorts. But uh, that sometimes it happens. Okay, so you can't say that it is a scam right now just like that. Okay, that's a bit unfair. Despite yes, of course, I don't think anyone wanted the books to be torn in the first place, right? Especially because there's like more work to do. You have to change, you have to go down, you have to explain, then they have to like send in the spoiled book to the publisher for refund, whatever it may be. Okay. Right. Now then after that, so this apparently looking like the mother says, right, maybe you could write a letter, right? So this quite likely going to be a task to the store manager, right, to request for an exchange or refund, right? So they say write to the store manager, and if you recall, the store manager was given up here, right? And so it actually makes sense that you are uh, writing to this manager called Mr. Jackson Tan rather than just stating manager, right? So you have the name here. Okay. Now, so then let's look at what's the rest of the conversation. And they say, great idea. I remember being served by him, right? So if you, yeah, then you just have to go back. So this just to remind you that it's up there. Okay. And then after, yeah, so remember to include the receipt from the store, right? So just include the receipt for, well, in this case, exchange or refund. Okay. Now, so let's move on to the questions. What if he forgot the receipt? Well, usually if you want to do exchange, you need the receipt because uh, like they serve many customers a day, right? And of course, the person who served you may not be there. And even if the person that served you or who served you was there, he or she may not remember what was purchased or that he or she served you. So the receipt serves as an official way to show that this is really bought by you at this date and time. And so therefore, because it happens within the time frame, you are eligible for the exchange or refund. So the point is that without the receipt, there is no exchange or refund that can be done. Okay, so yeah, if you didn't take it, then too bad. If you lost it, well, again, too bad. Okay. Do I remember you? As in, I remember you by your nickname YZLX. I don't recall seeing you in person before. I don't know what you look like. You don't even remember if you're male or female, or yeah. So I don't know what level you're in, but yeah, I remember your nickname there. Okay, so I'm very sorry. It's hard, because it's not like Zoom or something. We get to see your photo or something. He is Yuki. Isn't Yuki like more like a okay lah? Sometimes he's I associate Yuki with more like a female name, but yeah, because it's like Japanese usually Yuki is female. Yeah, see, then they say he is Yuki ma, so they say he. We associate he with a boy, right? But yeah, Yuki is usually Japanese female. Yeah. So does that mean you are Japanese? Do you speak Japanese? Yeah, I saw she's Yuki. Yes, you're making it sound like all of you are from one major big class, and then you all know each other and things like that. The way you all say, you said he. I mean, you just screw up your message lah. You can just go back. I mean, okay, I mean, you can be Singaporean, but maybe you have like I don't know one Japanese parent or something, But yeah, it doesn't matter whether you are mixed nationality or not. It doesn't matter as long as well you work hard and be a productive human being in the world. Yeah, just don't be like some entitled people or some parasites that just demand too much and never give anything in return. Right? They just take things. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Yuki. Like because Japanese Yuki can mean like a few things. It can mean like depending on but the way you pronounce it. But Yuki generally will mean snow, right? So yeah. Okay. Yes. Let's move on. Okay. Right. So with this um, context in mind, let's move on to the questions, right? So we have um, the task here. So you have to imagine you are Carl, right? You have to write a letter, but I mean that was already mentioned in the bubbles, the speech bubble already, right? And to the managers, so you notice that here they didn't mention the name, right? But we know the name. So what do you all think? Are we supposed to write the title here or are we supposed to write the name? So here, do we write, write title or name? Which do you think is the correct choice? Okay, so Pavlov, woof, says the name. And then blogger, teacher Alvin, what happens if they accuse you of what? What are they accusing me of? And who is they? You write title, okay. Write both, okay. Wow, that's like all the options. Then after that, you should have one that says write none, right? Because there's like one, two, either or none, right? Okay, anyway. They accuse you of tearing the pages. Okay. I mean, this kind, they will just I mean, most people will just take a look at it, and usually, if it's like broken at the beginning, it's gonna be quite obvious. It's not like user damage. I mean, it could be possibly that someone accidentally tore the page and then tries to ask for a refund. So it could be possible, but usually, if it's not too clear, they might probably give you the benefit of the doubt and they just do the exchange with you anyway, just to save the whole problem of the trouble of arguing or whatever. And then of course it's like goodwill lah. So they change, they make you feel good, then you feel like you want to go back and buy from them. Okay, but I mean there are some people who will make a big, they'll make a whole big scene there just over these such things. I mean it is possible. So yeah, so I mean, depends on how some people are like. I mean, some they'll just be very polite about it, say, oh, can you like, then you see this is like that, and then like, okay, then we'll change. Yeah, okay. Then for some, they might be aggressive because they are so upset that I have to make extra trip here and blah 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 whatever. Then they get passive aggressive or just outright aggressive. And then yeah, and then of course you have those who will be like, never mind, it's just a few pages, whatever, I don't care, and just leave it as it is. I mean, different people, different things, right? Yeah. Okay, but yes, I mean, yes, you definitely have enough Karens, and they are quite annoying. But what's the male version of a Karen? What do you call that? So what do you call a male version of a Karen? I don't know. I only see the people talk about Karens, but it's like then what's the male version? Kelvin or what? Is it also another keyword? Caraman. That sounds like caramel. Okay, but anyway, yeah, if not later, some people get upset we're not moving forward. But yes, okay, so for generally speaking, if the name is there, go with the name, right? But if like someone said both, right? So that means if you want to write the name, if you wish to write name followed by title, also can, but the name alone would be good, but will should be full name, okay? Because you're writing a formal letter in this case, and so yeah, you need to write in full. Karen and Karen. Why not if you reverse it and it becomes Nerak? But oh well, whatever. Okay, yeah. Now, what is only title? No, because I'm asking, if you recall, right? They ask you to write to the manager of the bookstore here, right? So they ask you to write to the manager. However, if you recall, right, we actually know the name of the manager, right? Which is this Jackson Tan, right? We know his title. We also know his name, right? It's all written here. So my question was whether we should write both or one or the other. Okay. So and someone said write both. So I was saying that if you wish to write both, I don't think it's wrong. It's fine too, right? But since you have the name, then you just write the name. That will be more typical because there's no need to emphasize the title unless you're writing to say the president. Then you write dear, you won't be writing dear Mr. Taman, you will be writing your excellency, right? So that is the title, your excellency, Mr. K, not he's not K, he's Taman Sharuga Ratnam, right? So yeah, so that depends on the title. Like the king, you write your excellency, right? So like for the judge, you write your honor, right? So different positions, different title. But for manager, because it's somewhat like a more common thing, there's nothing to really, right? Like for pilots, like for the pilots, if they're captains, you call them captain, right? So there's the title there. Okay, but here manager, we don't really make a distinction. But if the name is given, just write the full name, and that'll be good enough. Okay, you don't really need the title. That's what has Mr. Taman got to do with this new book? It's written there, Mr. Jackson. And why are you so angry? See, why must you be so aggressive? Just ask nicely first lah. It's not as if he willingly and knowingly sold you a book that's torn, right? If he had known, why would he put it up there for sale, right? That the book was probably bubble wrap, right? I mean, you go to the popular bookshop, it's all probably wrapped up, right? The styrofoam wrap and everything. You don't know who our president is, but then yeah, do you know who our prime minister is? But yeah, okay. But anyway, I mean, to be fair, it's not just Singapore, but we have a lot more complainers in Singapore, I think. though I don't have any data to prove that, but I have my fair share of lots of complainers, right? But I mean, of course, you got some people who also are quite grateful for things. We try to be nice people, but yeah, hopefully you get reciprocated in the same way. But anyway, right, so we will go with the name, right? And we won't want to include the title, but if you want to, you could. Okay, but yeah, it's not necessary. Okay, so coming back to this, so this is the manager. This is therefore our audience, right? And so what is our purpose? Can anyone tell me what is the purpose? What if you only write title? I think in this case, you will be penalized because the full name was given. And so it is more natural to write full name since you know the full name. So you could be penalized from the point of view, from the standpoint that you were not, the point was given to you and you did not use it. Okay, but technically speaking, it's not wrong to write the title, but since you know the name, you should write the name. Okay, so yeah. Okay, no, the purpose is not to explain, right? So the purpose is not to explain. I mean, you said to put form your request. So actually, therein is the the purpose. The purpose. So purpose, right? Always look out for that verb. Okay, it's not to inform. It's not to inform. It's not there. Okay, so like I mentioned before, when you check for the the purpose, always look out for the verb. Yes, is to request, right? In this case, to request. This is our purpose. And you, what are you requesting for? You are well requesting for an exchange. And so herein lies this exchange of the book that you have purchased. This in lies the context. Okay, so we have our P A C. Okay, so yeah, the verb, you want to be very careful with that one because sometimes when marking, right, they also tend to be a bit more, what's the word, uh strict with the choice of words, because to request for something is not the same as informing, right? It's definitely not the same. And so therefore the intention, the outcome that you want is going to be different, right? So like if you are requesting for something versus you are inviting someone, obviously it's going to be different. And so you need to be clear with your purpose. So follow the words that's given. Okay, so yeah. Yes, I know in the pictures they did say write in to ask for a request for either a refund or exchange. But in the question here, it stated ask for a exchange, right? And so you have to follow in this case, right? Yeah, you don't exchange and refund. It's one or the other. Then otherwise, yeah. Okay, right. So then if we look at the bullet points, right? Then we have where and when, right? Which is 1 and 2. Then we have the title of the book, right? And of course, we have the reason why you are exchanging, right? So that's 4. And then why would you prefer an exchange, not a refund, right? So here again is stated very clearly why you want an exchange and not a refund. So be clear about that. Okay. Now, then after that, what you have included in together with your letter, this is point number 6. Okay, so the 6 content points we have there, right? So you should have all of them there, then you can um, um, get your 6 content points, right? Okay, so yeah, just for completeness sake, we will fill in this table. So the purpose is basically to request, right? And well, for an exchange, right? So then the audience is basically, well, let's be complete and we'll write the title there, which is in essence, Mr. Jackson Tan, right? Yeah, and so he's the manager, and so this would be formal writing, okay? Right? So the context is basically there's this torn book, right? Yeah, I forgot to write. Sorry, request uh, for exchange, right? So torn book, right? Uh, um, uh, Torn book that was recently, right, recently purchased, and hence, the exchange in this case, right? And oh, I think it's being blocked by the, I don't know what you call that, the follow us. Okay, right. Good. Right. Ken, so if that's the case, then let's go through the answer, right? So let's type it out. Okay, hang on, let me bring up my text box. It's not appearing. Okay, and then all right, I need to make the font size bigger because you need it bigger. And we have it. Okay. Ken, right? So, well, we'll start. And so, if you recall, we always have five major parts, right? And so, from the five major parts, we will be that's where we'll form out the main bulk of our writing. Okay, so yeah, if you recall what the five parts are, lah, right? And I think all of you here are regulars, so you all should know, right? Okay, so let's start with the salutation, right? So who we are writing to. So like I said, dear Mr. Right, Jackson Tan. Okay, please get the gender correct. You'll be penalized if you don't get the gender correct. I mean, yeah, for obvious reasons, right? And it's kind of rude, if you either spell the person's name wrongly, get the title wrong, or whatever. It's kind of rude. I mean, at the receiving end of such things before, so I do know. But yeah, I mean, but of course they will just be polite about it. Okay, and of course you can correct the person nicely too. Okay, right. So we're done with the title. Sorry, the salutation, right? So dear Mr. Jackson Tan, right? I'm not going to write the title that he's the manager. Okay, right. Then we move on. And so we're going to say, like I said before, you don't need to write the introduction with your name inside, but for politeness sake, I will write. Okay, yeah, that's being rude, blur gal. Uh, that's not very nice, especially when doing it on purpose. Okay, so yeah, let's just introduce. Oops, I am Carl. Then I'll just write the full name, Carl Pei, right? Whatever. I mean, it can be Tan or Teen or whatever, right? So, and then I'll jump in with the purpose direct, which is I am, right? Writing. In this case, to request, right, for an exchange, right? Uh, for an exchange for a book, right? I had purchased, right? Now, of course, here I could just straight up mention the date, which is the when and the where I purchased the book. In fact, I could also mention the title, and therefore I have my 3 bullet points settled. But for today, I won't be doing that because that has always been the style I've been doing. But yeah, for today, I shall do that. So let's just be a bit how to say, less ambitious at the beginning. And so we'll just put a full stop here. Okay. And then we'll have all the 6 main points, right, in the body, right? So we're done with the salutation. We're done with the introduction. Now we have the body. What do you mean, like, for example, what does that mean? I don't quite understand. What do you mean by like, for example? Okay. Anyway, let's just move on first, right? So after that, I can say I bought, right? I bought, right? A book titled, right? And so the title, because of um, I'm quoting the name, right? I have to use the open inverted commas. And so here I'll write the name, and because um, it's the name, right? To follow, right? So it's capital B, Brave, and then Tales, right? And then after that, I'll close the the code, right? And so I have close inverted commas. Okay, right? Now, so I bought the book. I bought the book titled, right? On, right? And so here we'll mention the when and the where, right? On 1st March, right? Um, and if you are feeling kiasu, right, then you just write in the time as well, right? So on 1st March, then I'll say here, oops, 1st March, 1 p.m., right, comma, right, and then where did I buy it? Sorry, buy it, right, so be at, right, it's avid readers book store. Okay, so I'll end the sentence here, so full stop. Right, so I bought it from this particular bookstore, right? I mean, that's basically the bookstore that this Mr. Jackson Tan is working at lah. Uh, I mean, it will be obvious, but just that, question requirement, so we just write it down. Okay, now, and so let's just go on straight to mention the problem, right? And the problem being that you found the torn pages, right? Because in essence, that is leading on to the next point, which is why you are requesting for this exchange, right? And so then I'll just give him the bad news right from the beginning. And so I'll start with the word however. Of course, you could start with unfortunately, right? Yeah, the idea is in essence the same. You're trying to show that something negative took place, right? And so, however, upon flipping, right, through the book at home, right, then after that, there's my comma, right, at home, comma, right, I found uh, that there were some torn pages, right? There are some torn pages, right? In the book. Okay. So yeah, we're explaining the reason why we are requesting for the exchange in this case, right? And so therefore what, right? And so hence what do you want? So we will use the conjunction again to show the relationship, right? So now I told you the problem, right? And so what do I expect to be done, right? So you have to tell the person. And so we want to use the conjunction to show that, because of this, and so therefore we are saying this or requesting for this or whatever it may be, right? Right? Should we replace the book with a pronoun it? Oh, I mean, yeah, if you want, sure. In it, if you're saying this one, sure, no problem, right? But yeah, okay. And so from here, then I'll just go on. So therefore, comma, I am requesting for an exchange, right? For a good copy of the book, right? So obviously you will exchange for a better copy, right? Or I mean a proper copy. I mean it's quite obvious. You don't obviously have to state it out, but here for completeness sake, you will just state what are you requesting, right? So ask for a good proper book, right? That obviously has no torn, missing pages or anything like that, right? So yeah, okay. And then from here, we'll explain the next point, which is why we will prefer an exchange and not a refund, right? Which is requested in the question. Now, you of course know that because that point was underlined, right? For underlined points, you have to come up with something logical, right? So, anyone, any idea what would be logical at this point in time, right? So because you are an avid reader, yeah, pun intended. Yes, I know. That's probably why they had such a bookshop name in the first place. But yeah, right. So yeah, you would like to read it as soon as possible. Read it as soon as possible. What has that got to do with preferring the exchange and not a refund? Because you could always just buy a new copy and it's probably faster than getting an exchange, right? Because for exchange, you might have to wait for them to send you a new copy and everything. So yeah, What do you mean? Sure. Yeah, you go ahead. I thought because it's not like you get to unmute yourself and talk like it's a Zoom meeting, So you could just type it in, and after that I'll read it. Right. So I rather have exchange and a refund because I'm looking forward for that book. I'm looking forward to reading that book. Right. So the English, just take note. I mean, in theory, like I said, because it's just for the purpose of reading, right? It's probably faster to get a new book, right? But I mean, yours is not entirely wrong. So I guess that'll be generally looking forward to reading that book. I suppose that would be fine, I suppose. But why else would you want to actually have a proper book, right? I mean, like if you go to the library, you borrow some books. I think you encounter some books that are a bit torn here and there, and generally you'll be okay with reading it, right? As long as all the pages are intact. In fact, sometimes if it's one or two pages that's missing, you will still be okay because you might not be able to get another copy of the book, and or that could be the only copy in the library, and so you just make do with what you have, right? So, but why in this case are you so particular about having a new copy, right? So maybe because this is a book you want to keep, right? Like some of you, I don't know, you all collect all the what's that one that red show, the red book, Geronimo Stilton or whatever. But yeah, anyway, at your level, you all shouldn't really be reading that. That's like for P4, not even four, probably P3 or lower level. Okay, you all should be reading beyond that already. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, let's exchange for a good copy of the book because so the idea maybe we want to keep the book, right? So if you want to keep a copy of the book, then of course you want a good copy. You wouldn't want uh, um, a torn copy rather, right? If you refunded him, he could. Yeah, I mean you could, but here the question said exchange, right? Not a refund, right? So yeah, we therefore go with what is the question saying. Okay. Yeah, like I said, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could. It's probably faster to just go down to the store and request for that exchange straight away. But I mean, this is the question, and so we're just dealing with the context that's given to us. So yeah, let's just answer it. So I would prefer, right, this to a refund, right, since, right, I want to keep a copy of this book, right, that is written by my favorite author, right? So the idea is that you give, well, some form of a valid reason, right? Yeah, wanting to keep a copy is not a valid reason for exchange over a refund, since a refund can achieve the same outcome. I mean, yeah lah, it's just you have to go through the thing of uh then if that's the case, then just buy a new copy while you handle the refund or whatever. But like I said here, so this is just part of the process inside this, and this is the reason why I want to keep the book, right? So I'm not showing that I'm time sensitive. I'm okay to wait. I want to read the book, but I don't need it so like urgently that if I don't get it now I'll be like screaming murder or something like that lah. So yeah, okay. Uh, what you mean exchange? What do you mean you mean exchange? I prefer this, which is the exchange to a refund, right? So we want an exchange, which is what the question wants. So I prefer this, which is the exchange to a refund. Yeah, situational writing is made harder with the new format, right? So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. They always say, talk about making things less stressful for you, but yeah, here they when they revise, they make it more difficult. I don't know what goes on in their brains, but sometimes brains don't function very well. But okay, anyway, moving on. Uh, then yeah. So favorite author, right? And then so we have to include the last point, which is in essence, um, what is the other thing you're including in this particular letter, right? So I have included the receipt, right, as proof of purchase, right, well, let's use some more formal terms to facilitate the ease of the exchange, right? So yeah. Okay, so that means what we're trying to say is that I'll just give you the receipt just to prove that I bought it, in case after that you come and do a back and forth, like please provide the receipt and not just the book, right? So I include both the receipt and the book to show that. I mean, in real life, the most logical thing is to go down to the same bookshop with the book and the receipt. No one will send the book through post. It's like expensive. And by the time you go down to the post office, you might as well just go down to the bookshop. Okay, right? Yeah, refund means you're getting back the money, but in this case, we're not requesting for refund, we're requesting for exchange. Okay, what is T post? And then what's E E E E E? Are you going to sing the alphabet song? Right? Now, anyway, yeah, let's move on. Anyway, I didn't ask for some MCQ or anything, so yeah, I don't know why there's that. Okay, so let me see. So yeah, then we'll go on to the polite ending, and the polite ending basically is so kindly inform me. Right, of course you could say please instead, but yeah, kindly is also being polite. And for how I might right go about with the exchange. Now that doesn't sound, I mean, you're already going through. Yeah, kindly inform me, right? Kindly inform me when the, I don't know, when the new book has been sent out, right? That probably makes more sense. So after that, then you just uh, thank the person, sort of thing, right? So I seek your kind understanding, right, in this matter, right? So yeah, that will be a nice, proper, formal, polite ending, right? And then we sign off in this case because we have seen the person before, right? We know who he is, right? I mean, you have the name, and so therefore, well, it's going to be yours sincerely, right? And then in this case, you have already mentioned your name, Carl Pei. Okay. Right. No, it's not yours faithfully because you know this person, you've seen him, right? You met him, he was there at the cashier dealing with you, right? To accept to do the purchase transaction with you. Okay? Yeah, kindly. What about kindly? Not kind, Jer. You're not, oh sorry. I typed kindly. My apologies. Yes, but thank you. I typed kindly. But oh well. Yes, thank you. Okay? Yeah. Questions. Facilitate typo. Oh yeah, how come it's first? Okay, because of the dot. Thank you. Facilitate. Yes, thank you. Okay, facilitate something. Your teacher use best regards? No. Okay, so I explained this many times before. Never ever use regards. Best regards, whatever or regards alone, you don't use it because it is not very clear whether is it formal or informal. We have been using it so loosely that it's not clear what it is. So just stick to yours sincerely and yours faithfully. It's very clear cut. So don't use that. Okay, so I am in agreement with what your teacher doing. Is what your teacher had done rather. Yeah, I wouldn't accept it either. Okay, Ken. Any questions other than that? Or what? What do you mean, or what? Can we do Kahoot? Yeah, we'll be doing Kahoot. I'm just answering someone's question. Okay. So yeah, if there's no more question from Ethan or anyone else, then let's do Kahoot. Okay, wait. Let me just disconnect my screen first. Okay, so I can set up the Kahoot. Okay, so give me a minute. I'll also be online. Don't worry. Right, but let me go and turn on the Kahoot thingy. Hang on. Uh, yeah, hang on. Uh, um, here. Uh, sorry, I need to set up the Kahoot. Oops, wrong one. Well, can get your device ready while waiting in the time being, right? Okay. Understanding, is it typed correctly? Oh, I didn't see. Maybe can I take a look at that later? Let me settle this Kahoot first, okay? Let me see. Uh, oops. Then we have. You don't see others' messages. I have no idea, you know. Yeah, 30 became 16, right? Yeah, quite sad, right? Uh, yeah. Okay, wait, where is it? This one, then I want to, where is it? Host live. And then, is it coming up? Okay, yeah, I think I can share my screen already. Hang on, yeah. There we go. Okay, and then I continue with no island. And there we go. Okay, right. Oh, you are Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Is it like the Cindy that I know? Or are you some student Cindy? Because I also have a colleague called Cindy. Right. Pause. Is this Kahoot related to situation writing? Yes, it is. So yeah, as a reminder, if you want to win the prizes, you need to use the username that you have in your what do you call that? The TikTok, right? Otherwise, we will not be able to recognize you. So yeah, there you go. So please make sure that you have your name there as per that. And of course, if you come in top three, please do a screenshots, right? And then we can what do you call that? Uh, Send the prize to you, contact you, and things like that, right? In the meantime, while we're waiting for people to continue to log in, it's time to do the self-advertisement, right? So yeah, so please do join in our online classes, right? If you haven't done so, or if you're already at a physical class, then that's okay. But if you want uh, to join online classes, we have for EMS, right? Creative writing, and I'm taking the creative writing classes. Okay. So yeah, hopefully some of you can join. Why do we have two? Oh, one is Cheyenne and one is Shiny. Interesting. Okay, sure. Uh, I guess that'll be fine. So you're like sisters, got one Cheyenne and one Shiny. Okay. Okay. So yeah, enough for the selfless self-advertisement. So let's start. We have 13 people, but we have 22 online. Is that right? Yeah, the numbers are falling. I think you're getting bored, right? Does that mean that the Kahoot is working? Or not the Kahoot, the TikTok live lessons. Okay, we're gonna start, is it? Okay, let's start. People are saying start. What's with the E? Okay. Yeah, there's 13 of you, but if you want, you can join in. The code will be below. Okay. So yeah, let's start. Okay, right. Thank you, return. Right. So yes, question one. What's question one? Question one. What do you need to write? When do you need to write a surname? Yeah. Okay, there are multiple answers. Oh, cannot see. Is it? This one is try hard. Okay, good. Try harder. Okay, right. So you write your surname for formal writing, for articles, and for report, because these are all formal writing, right? Only informal, you don't need to use your surname, right? I mean, in real life, you use, there's no issue lah. But for the purposes of your PSLE exam, you cannot, okay? And you should not. Okay, right. Next one. Oh, so Meows is in the lead. Okay, good. Cindy and Zoe. Which Zoe are you? But okay, yeah. What is special about the underlined bullet point? Yeah, what's so special? Okay, no answers yet. Wait, got 7, 8 already. Easy. Okay lah, easy. Then make sure you got it correct. Okay. You see, even got people got it wrong. To add variation to make the exam less boring. That's a fantastic answer. No, but it's of course it requires you to come up with your own information. It's written in the question. Okay, so yeah. Hey, so yeah, no changes to the ranking. So let's move on. Right, there must always be 6 bullet points. Is there always 6? What? Releasing stress. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a wrong answer, right? So yeah, I mean, just right now. Okay. I think some of you might be confused, right? Yeah. So bullet points and the content points are not the same. Yes. So like what Wee Chong has mentioned, sometimes you can have less than 6 bullet points, could be 5, sometimes 4, right? But the content points will always be 6. It's the bullet points that may not always be 6. So don't be shocked if you see only like 4 bullet points, right? If that's the case, then in some of them, there'll be like multiple. Generally, it's like, if we do that, it's like 2. I've not seen one that has 3. Okay, so yeah, just be well careful about that. I mean, don't think it's like an issue lah. Huh? Okay, right. So let's move on to the next one. So ranking change. So Meows is still at top, followed by Ethan Chia, and then Capybara Lover, and Zoe dropped down to 4th place. Right, Zoe, you have to try harder. Huh? You are like 6 points behind. Then you can go back up. Blur girl, don't be so blur. Okay. Yes, let's move on. Yes, Christine, why so angsty? Chill. Why are you in such a rush? Okay, right, next one. Okay, what does PAC stands for? Yeah, you all should know. PAC stands for Pac-Man. Hey, hard I next time for hey, this one y'all never read carefully, right? PAC where got purpose, audience comprehension, purpose, audition, context, preposition, audience, audition, or audience context. Some actually all of you chose all different answers. The first one, I mean, you could be cheated lah. Then you saw purpose, audience, then comprehension. You never see carefully, right? Yeah, but yeah, most of you got it. Okay, so yes, purpose, audience, context. Okay, this one just for fun. Hey, don't like so easy, they be eat the humble pie a bit more. Okay, humble pies they actually taste quite nice, like just on that picture about Pac-Man. Okay, yeah, did the order change? Oh, why got 2 blur gal? Why got such thing one? Are you using 2 accounts? Are you cheating? Is that cheating? Well, I don't know, but yeah. Then yeah, okay, so you can see one hand has slower reaction than the other hand. That's why one is like slowly, yeah, lagging behind. Okay, come. Last one. Yeah, very easy. How many major parts are there in situational writing? Yes, I've mentioned this many times before. Okay, at least in how I teach it lah. Okay, but yeah, I believe your schools generally should be doing the same. How many? I think most of you are regulars here, so yeah, you all would know, right? Oh, not many of you know. Okay, right. So if you recall, right, there are 5 parts, right? I told you before, the 5 parts that generally won't change throughout the different types of situation writing would be the salutation. That's 1. Your introduction, which includes your purpose. That's 2. Your body, right, which can have maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs, usually 1, but you can have 2 paragraphs. That's usually fine, right? Then you have your polite ending, 4, and then you have your signing off, that's 5. So 5 parts. These 5 parts will be the same, be it formal writing, formal letter, formal email, informal letter, informal email, right? So they are the same. And like for things like article, generally it's the same, just that you have to add in, sorry, for report, it's the same, you just add in the title, right? For article, slight difference, but other than that, generally the same. Okay, now so many people, yeah, they just join for the Kahoot, right? So suddenly 29. Then after this, half of them will leave, is it? Okay, 4th place is not acceptable. I can't agree with that. Yeah, let's move on. I mean, yeah, it's not acceptable. Oh, damn, but yeah, Itan is in 3rd place, and Meows is in 2nd place, and Meows dropped to 2nd, and then he's in 1st place. First place is Capybara Lover. Okay, the capybaras will rule the world. And then, yeah, Yuki's in 4th and Blur Gal See, blur out, you should just play with one device, then you can focus on one instead of splitting your attention over two devices. Yeah, fourth place is not acceptable. Then try harder next week. Okay? Right. So for the winners, please remember take the screenshot and then uh, shameless self-advertising again. Please join our online classes. You can always look for me for writing. You got teacher Lian. She's very experienced and she's like what do you say? She's elite. Okay, she comes from elite school, so you will get elite education. Okay, yeah. Which elite school I cannot tell you, but it's elite. Yeah, you have to. We do what we do on internet. Okay, we follow the trust me, bro. Right. She also has the elite look. I have the peasant look. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah, so that's it. I'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. Okay, ta-ta. Have a nice day. And yeah, evening. And make sure you eat your dinner, okay?
Can y'all hear me? Yes, I know casting disconnected. Give me a second. I need to switch. How is everyone doing? Happy midweek? Okay, let me prepare a little bit. In the meantime, those of you who haven't already gotten your worksheet, okay, you can head over to the link in our bio and go ahead and get it. Okay, give me a second. Okay, can you guys all can hear me? Oh, thank you very much. Sorry, so many of you guys replied me. Thank you, Michael, Sandra Lover, Singlong, and Wilson. Okay. Hello, YZLX. Of course, I remember Yuki, right? Okay. Ethan, if I want Kahoot after I take a screenshot, what do I do? You go head over to our profile and then you have to send it to us. Okay, you must send us the screenshot. Okay, let me just adjust my worksheet so that all you guys can see it. You guys here all have your worksheet already? If you don't have it, go ahead and get it from the link in our profile, okay? I almost said profile and our link. Okay. Hi, Peppa Pigu. Nice to meet you. I sent last week, no reply. Hmm? Are you sure? Maybe you drop them another message. Okay. Where do we collect our Kahoot reward? It will be mailed to you if I'm not wrong. Okay, if I remember correctly. Okay, so welcome to Primary 6 English. I'm teacher Lian. Good to see you guys again. Thank you for joining me again on another lovely Wednesday evening. And for today, I will be doing vocabulary MCQ, editing, as well as comprehension flows. All right, so if you don't have it already, please go ahead and get it from the link in our profile. Okay, are we all ready to get started with our vocabulary MCQs? All right, question 1. Hold on, let me just check something. Okay, that pencil is charged. Okay, question 1. It is not lovely because it is raining. Is it raining where you are? I don't think it's raining over here. But I like it. I like when it rains and I'm indoors. I don't like it if I'm outside. Okay, question 1. She is not one to blank just because everyone has bought the latest mobile phone. Okay, look at our options. We have break a leg, rock the boat, bite the bullet, jump on the bandwagon. Can anybody tell me what these phrases are called? And the girl says the answer is 4. What is rainy? What is rainy? Oh, very good. The person who bleeds. What a fancy name. Idioms, right? Very good. These are all idioms. Okay. Do we agree on the answer? Wilson also says 4. Okay, what do the rest of you guys think? We all agree? All agree? Okay, Fozzie also says 4. And Real Lover just says agree. Okay, that works. User 13 says 4. Okay. All right, very good. And you guys are right. So since you're right, can you guys tell me what jump on the bandwagon means? Can anybody explain? Question is live daily. Sorry, what do you mean? Mean like, are we live right now? Yes, this is not pre-recorded. Okay. Means to follow suit. Okay. Ethan says follow the flow. Oh, do we go live daily? No, we do not do it every day. If you want to know when we are going live, you can go to our the link in our profile, and then there they will have that information for you. Okay? Okay, yes, very good. Wilson says join others in doing something. You are exactly right. Okay, so especially when something is very popular, right? So we would this means to join an activity that has become very popular. Yuki asked me, is there live tomorrow? Tomorrow, I believe no. Okay. Next week, there will be live on Wednesday and Thursday. This week, there's only live on Wednesday. Yeah. And I'm closing up today's live session. Okay, that has become very popular. So, for example, how many of you have jumped on the K-pop bandwagon? Okay. Thank you for the follow, Rara. Nice to have you join our AGrader family here. Okay. So yes, the answer is number 4. Now, since we are dealing with idioms, let's very quickly go through the rest. So what does it mean to break a leg? My BFF? Rara is your best friend? Okay. What does it mean? Ah, very good, Cheyenne. It means good luck. Okay. So even though we say break a leg, it sounds bad. It's wishing somebody luck. Okay, since you guys know I wouldn't write it down, you guys know what rock the boat means? Thank you for the follow, Catherine. Okay, so if there are any of you guys watching who haven't followed us yet, make sure that you follow so you don't miss out our lives, okay? We have a lot of learning going on. Thank you for the follow as well, Blur Gal. Okay, Sandra Lava says, I don't know. Okay, no shame. We are here to learn. Anyone knows what rock the boat means? Thank you for already following us in long. I appreciate that. Okay, let me think of an example for rock the boat. Okay, I'm not here. I did not join this company to rock the boat. I just want to help make things smooth. Okay, so to do something difficult, not exactly. Good try though. Wilson says disturb a situation. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty close. Okay, so rock the boat means to do or to say something that will cause problems. All right, now since we are not so sure about that one, let's write it down. Okay, do or say. All right, STH, which is short for something. Okay, that will cause problem. Number 1, gifted. Oh, Angela and Kila sent a heart. Was that during? Was that recently? I'm so sorry I didn't see it, but thank you for the heart anyway, Angela. Okay, and bite the bullet. Last one. Do you guys know what bite the bullet means? Anybody knows? Bite the bullet. Okay, if not, I will give you a clue. Okay, let's say I am not looking forward to doing the project, but I will just have to bite the bullet and start doing it soon. Okay, Wilson says endure a painful situation. I wouldn't say endure exactly. To accept it, close, getting closer. Okay, Michael says force yourself to do something exactly. Okay, Cheyenne says do something that you don't like. Exactly, exactly. Avis says accept fate. Kind of, but not just accept. Okay, when you have to do something that you don't really want to do, something that's unpleasant. All right. Okay, let's write this one down as well. Okay, force yourself to do something. Our SCH for short again. Unpleasant. Alrighty. Joe, will there be break? I'm not sure now. Usually I see how the lesson goes. Okay, if I'm good for time, I can give you guys a break. But if I'm not gonna finish on time, then I will just push on. Okay? Alright, moving on to question 2. Seeing the iconic dragon playground in Toa Payoh filled her with blank as she recalled many happy moments playing there as a child. Okay, answer for question 2. Fauzi says 2. Sin Long says 2. Cheyenne says 2. Michael says 2. Avis says 2. Shren also says 2. Peppa Pig also says 2. Blurgal. Wow, okay, we all agree. Very good. Then, so you guys are the experts. You tell me what nostalgia means. At your age, do you guys experience nostalgia? Remembering the past, very close. I would say you're missing one aspect of the meaning. Memories flooding in. Okay, it's associated with that, but you guys need to what kind of feeling is it exactly? Right? You remember the past and then you feel what? It's associated with a certain feeling when you remember what happened in the past. Or certain feelings actually. I would say it's a very bittersweet feeling, right? Nice, sad. The thing is, both of you are right. Okay? It's a bittersweet feeling. Wilson says affection for a period of the past. Yes, something like that. Okay? It's a bit happy, a bit sad. Right? So when you remember the past, okay, so in generally I asked you guys if you have experienced this because you guys are still young, right? Primary six. So you usually use nostalgia when you are an adult, right? And then you think back about your childhood, for example, or something that happened very long ago. And then you feel happy when you think about it, but you also feel like, oh man, I wish I could go back to those times, right? That's why I say it's bittersweet. It's happy but sad. Happy because it's a good memory, but sad because I know I can't go back to that point in time anymore. Okay, good. Let's write that down. Okay, so oops, let me change my pen. Okay, feeling of pleasure and also slight sadness when remembering the past. I confusion and satisfaction should be easy for you guys. What about hysteria? Do you guys know what it means? Option 1. What does that mean? Very funny. Like hysterical can mean very funny. It can have more than one meaning. Exaggerated behavior, if I recall correctly. Um, I wouldn't say exaggerated. It's a very over the top reaction, right? But exaggerated is like you are purposely making it seem more than it is, right? But this one is like you really feel that way. Going crazy. Okay, there's an element of that, yes. I only know wisteria, the flower, 神经病. Okay, it's associated with that, okay? Biggie Big says heightened emotions. Good, okay, but what kind, okay? So hysteria is extreme. It can be a few things, okay? It can be fear. It can be excitement. So it can be positive as well, right? Although it's positive still in a kind of crazy way, okay? And anger, right? Exaggerating or uncontrollable emotion or excitement. Yes, I would say uncontrollable. Very good. Okay, great job, guys. Now, number three, let's see if we can agree on an answer once again. Number three, the police could not blank the location of the crime scene as the victim had lost her memory. Answer for number three. Okay, Shan says three. Jaren, not Jaren, right? Jaren says four. Singlong says three. Michael says three. Blur Gal says three. Fozzie says three. Ethan says two. Wilson says three. And Cheyenne says three. Any other answers? We have two, three, and four so far. Okay, just two, three, and four. Okay, let's go through the meanings first since we are not sure. Okay, so all of you don't think it's detect, right? So detect means to notice something that is hidden or unclear. Okay, what does decipher mean? If you disagree, I'll go through the meanings first. Then you guys tell me your final answer. Okay? It's okay if you're confused. That's what we're here for, right? To learn, okay? To find out. To find out, kind of, yes, okay, but missing a key idea. To find out what? Is it something that's easy to find out? If it's something that's very easy to find out, you wouldn't say decipher, right? So to find out the meaning of something that is not clear, okay, something that's hard to understand. So to discover the meaning of something unclear. So let me give you guys an example. You know, like archaeologists, right, or historians, when they find those ancient writings, right, written in a language that we don't understand, they will try and decipher it, right? So something that's hard to understand. Okay. Wilson says succeed in understanding. Yes, like there's a key idea there that it's something that's difficult to understand. Okay. Okay, determine. What does determine mean? So girl says here, I'm not asking for the answer, I'm asking for the meaning. What does determine mean? As a verb. Okay, remember, take note, this is not an adjective, right? It's not determined. As a verb, right? To determine something. What does that mean? Hi, Gabby Bear Lover. You're so tired? Time to wake up. It's time for English. Okay. Are we not so sure? I don't see any answers, so I'll take it that you guys are not very certain. To determine something, it's to discover the facts or the truth about something. Okay? Willing to do something, or like you really want to do something, that would be determined, the adjective. Okay? Wow, good job, capybara lover. You're a hard worker. You should be proud of yourself. Okay? Wilson says to find out or make certain facts or information. Okay? Okay, last one. What is distinguish? This one I think some of you guys will know. What does distinguish mean? I cannot distinguish between the two of them because they look so similar. So distinguish means to tell the differentiate, right? To tell the difference. Very good. Fozzie and Capybara Lover and Ethan. Oh, Ethan. It's the way Fozzie spelled it, okay? Not differentiate. Figure out the difference. Yes. Okay? So to understand the difference. Alright, so now can you guys tell me what your final answer would be? Jaren says it's 3. Ozzy agrees. Pavlov says 3 also. Okay. And you guys are correct. Good job. Okay, we figured it out with the meanings. Well done. 3 also. Okay, yeah, well done. Okay, and with that, let's move on to question 4. Our forefathers blank life-changing adventures when they left their distant homelands for Singapore. What does forefathers mean? Long says it's 2. Pavlov says it's 2. Cheyenne says 2. Lurgal says 2. Peppa Pegu says 2. Lurgal says 2. Fozzie says 2. Do we all agree? Great grandparents. Huh? Okay, the answer is indeed number 2. Okay? Old fathers. The forefathers, right, are the people who came before us. Okay? So the people who first came to Singapore, right, we call them our forefathers. All right. Okay, so embarked on, what does embarked on mean? Do they have white hair? Uh, I'm not sure if they are alive at this moment. Okay. It probably happened quite a long time ago. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What does embarked on mean? Can you guys explain? Very good, Pavlov. To start on something, right? Okay. So to start something new or important. Right. I think entered into, emerged from, experimented with. You guys understand how to use these? Going through? Not really going through in that process. Okay. To start on something. To start something new. Very good. But calling them our old fathers sounds really strange. Right? Those super old akong ama. Okay. Okay. Enter into. Do you guys know how to use that? You enter into an agreement, right? Okay, enter into a discussion. So to get involved. Okay. Nelson says yes, very good. Okay, emerge from, to come up. Okay, so you would generally use it in terms of something, a period of time that's very difficult. Okay, so they emerged from that episode unscathed, right? All right. Okay, question 5. Much to the patient's relief, the doctor managed to blank his pain. Answer for question 5. Samuel Lover says maybe 1. Michael says 4. Sing Long says 4. Okay. What about the rest of you? Do we agree? Blurgal says 4. Foxy, hello. A bit late, but good to have you join us again anyway. Happy to have you here. Okay, Blurgal, Wilson, Fozzie also says 4. Ethan says 4. Ethan, you must say your name right. Ethan says 4. Foxy says 4 as well. Harold Lula Kids. Okay. Wow, and you guys are already giving me the meanings, huh? Pavlov? Yes, Andrew Lover, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. Don't worry about it. Okay, the answer is indeed number 4. Oh, my name is Paige. Okay, blur gal, Paige. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, yes. So alleviate means to relieve. In other words, to make something bad less severe. My name is Ethan. Your really pronunciation is Paige. Okay, gotcha, Paige. Thank you. Okay, so lighten means to reduce, right? But you wouldn't say to lighten someone's pain. Okay. Vanish and deduct, you guys should know, right? Any words that you guys don't know the meaning of? Lighten a load. Very good example, Pavlov. Thank you. Okay, do you guys have any questions about any of the options on this page? But I, what? I don't know what that means, though, girl. Hello, heart shape. Is this P5? This is primary 6, okay? But primary 5 and primary 6, honestly, the components in your papers are very, very similar, okay? So this is fine for you as well. You're very welcome to join us. I in my name. Oh, okay, yes, I know there's an I. Oh my god, P6 nostalgia. I'm Sec 1. Congratulations on finishing your PSLE journey. Okay. It feels so me to say managed to vanish his pain. Okay, let's change that, okay, Peppa Pigu? Page, not page, but pronounced page. Okay, got it. Foxy is P6. Okay, gotcha, Foxy. Alright, without further ado, if you guys have no questions, let's move on to editing, okay? Guys, study hard. PSLE, very important. Trust. Yes, you guys listen to your senior, okay? She's been through it. Tells you it's important. You have to study hard. Okay, I'm gonna read through the first paragraph first, and then you guys can start giving me the answers, alright? Okay, your heart is okay. Your heart is thumping and your mind is racing with a million thoughts. Anticipation slowly fills you as you take a step closer to the edge. Then, in one graceful swoop, you are free falling 4,000 meters from the ground in a giant leap at faith, with adrenaline rushing through the body. Okay, answer for question 6. No science. Code red. What? Okay. Do we all agree? One clumsy fall. Hopefully it was on purpose, okay? Not a clumsy fall. All right. Was that a typo, Samuel Lover? A leap. What faith? A leap of faith. Yes. Okay. I can't really explain this to you. It's just the way we say it. Yeah. Okay. It's a giant leap of faith. Means in this context, right? It means that you trust that basically you will be alive at the end of it. That's why it's a leap of faith. Okay. So in the next paragraph, we find out what this passage is talking about. Skydiving. All right. So people choose to skydive for an array of reasons. Some people try skydiving as a new experience or a casual activity, while others pursuing skydiving as a sport. Jumping out of an airplane that high above the ground can be an exhilarating experience. Every single one of us had dreamt of being able to fly. Most skydivers liken the sense of free fall to that of flying or floating on a cushion of air. It also gives you the perfect opportunity to enjoy the picturesque scenery from a unique vantage point from up in the sky. Okay, question 7. What does array mean? Okay, let's answer that first. Anyone can tell me? What do you think this word here means? An array of reasons. It has the same meaning as Very good, Pavlov. A myriad. A variety. Very good. I think variety is easier to understand. Okay? It means variety. Okay, let's see how you guys spell array. Unfortunately, that's not right, Ethan. Lots of, yes. Okay, a variety, a lot of different reasons. Michael also very good. Okay, Foxy got it right. Fozzie got it right. Wilson got it right. Evangeline got it right. Good. I failed myself. You need more practice, Ethan. Okay? Alright, very good. A double R A Y. Alright, an array of reasons. Alright, question 8. Oh, I forgot to label whether they are grammatical or spelling errors, right? So for number 6, we have G1, then here we have S1. Okay, what about question 8, spelling or grammar? Arise. I'm Kayla, by the way, you remember me from a previous life? I remember your TikTok name, I think. But I will try to remember your names, okay, Kayla? Okay, grammar, and you guys are saying the answer is pursue. G2. And you guys are exactly right. Well done. Okay. So if you look at the sentence structure, right, it says some people try, others pursue, right? So if you look at it, right, we are using the verb form here, right? Okay. Okay. Question 9, spelling of grammar. You guys sending me the answer? Hmm. Okay, this is a spelling error. Let me see who got it right. Very good. Thank you, AF. Thank you, Michael. Oh, it's not grammar. Okay, can you guys send me your answer again? Capybara Lover got it right. AF got it right. Michael, good. Foxy, good. Fozzie, good. Pavlov, good. Oh, wow, Pavlov, you deserve an extra star. Even giving me the meaning. Okay, I looked at the head one. Paige, good. Ethan, good. Oh, wait, Ethan, no, something is wrong. I'm sorry, Ethan. Okay, Yuki, good. Shen, good. Kayla, good. Yes, what about you, babes? Wilson, good. Lu Lala, good. Okay, well done. Okay, so yes, E, oops, EXHILARATING. Okay. Alright, hi Avis. My name is Elena. Okay. I will try to remember, but if I forget, please forgive me. You can remind me every week, every other week until I remember. Okay? Hello, everyone say hi to Cha KH. He cannot bear to leave you guys. That's why he come back and see you guys again. Alright, question 10. Spelling or grammar? Give and forget. Yes, thank you. You definitely remember my name is Ethan. I'm sorry, Ethan, but I don't believe that your name is Ethan. Okay, grammar. Grammar. Very good. This is G3. Okay, answer for question 10. See, Shaw KH so dedicated, you know. He come and spend time with you guys after he's done with work. Okay, let me see. Foxy got it right. Samuel Lover got it right. Evangeline got it right. Oh, be very careful with your subject agreement, guys. Wilson got it right. I'm on the MRT, nothing to do. No, it's because you cannot bear to leave us, right? Okay, very good. Now, can you guys explain to me why is it singular? Why is it singular? Every is always singular. Okay, so every one of us, right? Even though you are talking about more than one person, we treat it as singular, right? I have no space to write. Okay. Dreamt is not used in the past tense here. Okay, dreamt is the past participle. After has, have, or had, we must use the past participle. Okay. Okay. Question 11. Spelling or grammar. Thank you for the follow, Bell. You cannot ask him is KH still here, okay? Must say is teacher KH still here. Or Cher KH is fine. Okay. Thank you for the share key. EM says grammar. Pavlov says grammar. Wrong word form. Oh, Pavlov. Okay, Fozzie says grammar as well. San Michael is correct. Huh? Okay, yes, grammar. Okay, and then now you guys can tell me your answer for question 11. This is G4. Teacher Hong Kong still here. Hong Hong, oh dear. Okay, answer for question 11. Samuel Lover says, I don't know. Oh dear. Okay, the sense. Are you sure it's the sense of free fall? Both chairs are very funny. We aim to please Michael. Thank you very much. Okay, very good. Fozzie got it right. AF got it right. Pavlov got it right. Ethan, try again, Ethan. Wilson got it right. Capybara Lover got it right. I say AF ready, I think. Buy one, get one free. Oh dear. I'ma fail my tuition test. No fear, okay? We come here and learn, then you can pass. Okay. Ethan, you got it right this time. Foxy got it right. Hello Home 18 got it right. Good job. Okay, sensation. Very good. Okay, question 12. Spelling or grammar? Teacher KH, I think you cannot leave my life already. Okay, Pavel says spelling. Foxy says spay. I guess that means spelling. Okay, very good. You guys are right. This is S3. And how do you spell cushion? Such a hard question. Okay, good job, Foxy. Lou Lala, stop trying to impress teacher KH. AF got it. Foxy got it. Good. Okay, well done. Cushon. All right. Okay, question 13. To enjoy the picturesque scenery, spelling or grammar? Good job, Wilson. Good job. Avis, I need a reminder for your name. Spelling, very good. Okay, so this is S4. Okay. Elena. Okay, thank you, Avis. Thank you, Elena. Okay, how do we spell picturesque? Picturesque. Oh, Fuzzy, very good. Pavlov, very good. Wilson, very good. Cheyenne, very good. Lulala, please don't test my Chinese. Ethan, try again. Yeah, very good. Foxy, very good. Okay. Bohemian Rain, what an interesting name. Very good. Picture squid. Wrong, capybara lover. Wrong. Okay. My spelling sucks. Don't give up. Okay. Picturesque. Just practice, not Ethan. Okay? You can do it. Okay, let me quickly read through the last paragraph again. Not again. Okay, also, many people are unaware that this activity is extremely beneficial to their health. This thrilling activity can be a great way to escape from reality for a few minutes, help burn calories, and relieve stress. So, why wait? Take that leap now. Okay, question 14, spelling or grammar? Okay, spelling, very good. Excellent. So this is S5. Okay, spell it. Wilson got it right. Foxy got it right. Pavlov got it right. Blah blah. Huh? AF got it right. Fozzie got it right. Well done. Chucky, you're lagging. You need to restart your TikTok. Daniel Lava got it right. AF got it right. Capybara Lava, try again. Ethan, I knew you could do it. Well done, you got it right. Okay, so Sing Long got it right as well. Good. Well done. Ate and left no crumbs. Beneficial. Okay, and that means our last one must be a grammatical error, right? Network in MRT is bad. Don't make excuses. Great. Last one must be grammar, right? Answer for question 15. Okay, you have got it right. Let's see. Ozzy got it right. Very good. Wilson, was that a typo? It's very close. Yes, very good, Wilson. Okay. Okay, very good, Bohemian Rain. Very good, Foxy. Okay, well done, guys. Relief. Alright, so relief is belongs to which word class? He's back. I already told teacher KH that he's not allowed to leave. Very good. This is the verb form, right? So VE, this is a verb, whereas relief ending with an F is which verb class? Very good. Wow, Pavlov's internet is very fast also. That is a noun, okay? Okay, any questions for editing? If not, we'll move on to comprehension close about something that you guys should all be very familiar with. Okay, no questions? All right, then moving on. Okay, I'll read some of it first, then we'll go through those few questions. Okay. Full home-based learning, or HBL, commenced on 8th April 2020 as one of the circuit breaker measures. Many parents grappled blank the unprecedented changes the coronavirus pandemic had brought. The Ministry of Education also cancelled all mid-year examinations, lifting a weight blank most families with school-going children. Blank proceeded with the PSLE as it did not want to blank graduating students. When schools were blank the freedom to conduct HBL as they deemed fit, parents wondered blank some schools had designed more online learning that resembled actual school lessons, while blank had assigned more offline work. Okay, let's stop here first. Right? For circuit it broke. Oh, sorry, was that a question? Let me see. Yes, yes, Paige, what's your question? HBL made me study more than not. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, answer for question 16. Hmm? They grapple. Oh, very good. Okay. Have love got the answer? Come and challenge yourself, Chalky H. You can do it. Can we run over? You send it one more time? I cannot see. What? Grappled, right? Means like they struggled. Okay, they found it difficult to deal. Okay, very good. I see some people getting the right answer. Well done. Deal with. Paige, you cannot say that. You must say we have room for improvement. Okay? Then if I go into teacher KH's science lesson, then you can say, Teacher Lian, you have room for improvement in science. Okay, very good. Grapple with something. Okay? We have room for failure. That's right. Okay, as long as we are working to improve, that's what matters, right? Okay? Okay, answer for question 17. Lifting a weight blank most families. Yes, good job. You got it right. Well done. Kevin Lover says, I don't know what the answer is. Uh, Pavlov says off. Elena says for. Yeah, pretty close, but there's one that's better than the other. Okay? Yeah? They cancel all mid-year examinations, right? So that kind of gives these families relief, right? They don't need to be so stressed. So they lift a weight. Wow, guys, you need to clap for teacher KH on the MRT, but still answer so quickly and so accurately. Very good. You lift the weight off them. Okay, well done. Hooray for teacher Kong. Oh dear. Okay, question 18. Blank proceeded with the PSLE. Answer for question 18. Yay, Peach being supportive. Very good. It clue it is as it did not. Hmm? You see, I'm gonna highlight a clue for you guys. Who is teacher KH on the chat? He is our science teacher and curriculum writer at AGrader. So he was doing the live earlier for science. He proceeded with the PSLE. Guys, this is a comma here, okay? So it cannot be it or they. Okay, let me show you guys the clue. Where is my red pen? Okay, here. Cancel all mid-year examinations. Proceeded with the PSLE. There is contrast, right? Very good, Peppa Figu. Very good, Pavlov. Contrast and real lover, not addition. Very good, Ethan. Very good. Amy? Amy, right? Okay, very good, User. Very good, Foxy. Very good, Wilson. Very good, Cheyenne. Very good, Yuki. Well done. Okay, but proceeded with PSLE. Don't give up, Happy Round Lover. I believe in you. Very good, Shen. Okay, question 19. It did not want to blank graduating students. Answer for question 19. Very good, Pavlov. Any other answers? Over here we have S, which is a connector for reason, right? So this is the reason why they proceeded with the PSLE. Why would they want to continue? Very good, Wilson. Very good, Fozzie. Very good, User 745. Very good, Ethan. Very good, Foxy again. Well done. Okay, they did not want to affect graduating students. Very good, Yuki. Well done. Well done. Typo. Yeah, I guessed so, Foxy. It's okay. Okay, question 20. When schools were blank the freedom to conduct HBL, they were what the freedom? Pavlov, are you primary six? Okay, very good. Pavlov, very good, Mayuan. Very good, Wilson. Very good, Foxy. Very good, Shen. Well done. Very good. Paige. Okay, they were Lulala, you wouldn't say you were allowed the freedom. Okay, you would say when schools were allowed to conduct HBL. Very good, Ethan. Okay, given. Yes, that's very impressive, Hathor. Good job. Do we have S&T, Capybara Lover? No, for today we do not. Okay, this is the last section for today's worksheet. Okay, they were given the freedom. All right. Bye, Teacher Kate. Get home safe. Okay, question 21. Parents wondered blank some schools had designed more online learning that resembled actual school lessons. Not really if, right? It's not that they don't know whether they had done it. They wondered. Very good, Foxy. Yes. It cannot be if, right? Wondered if some schools had designed more online lessons. Means like I don't know what the schools are doing. Why would the parents wonder if the schools are designing more online learning? It's more like this happened and then they want to know not if it happened, but not how it happened, right? They want to know the reason. Exactly. Very good, Pavlov. Very good, Shen. Okay? They want to know why. Okay, why would some schools have more online learning? Why do some schools have more of offline work? Right? Not whether. Very good, Wilson. Very good, Ethan. Okay, exactly. Okay, question 22. While blank had assigned more offline work. Answer for question 57. Okay, very good, Samuel Lover. Very good, Pavlov. Ethan, wrong. Okay, very good, Ethan. Yes. Okay. So, why some schools do this while you can say, well, why some do this while some do that? Or why some do this, why others do that? Right? I would accept both. All right. Me, Povor, second. What? What are you saying? Very good, Cheyenne. Well done. Okay, let me continue reading a little bit more, then we continue answering. Also, what was on most parents' minds was blank teachers could continue to monitor and support their students' learning. HBL had presented challenges like maintaining good learning schedules and sharing spaces. For blank, an older child might need a blank conducive environment to study in, a place away from a younger sibling who was playing loudly. Okay, so let's stop here. Okay, question 23. What was on most parents' minds was blank teachers could continue to monitor and support their students' learning. Answer for question 23. Thank you guys for the coin. I appreciate it. Very good, Pavlov. Very good, Wilson. Again, not if they can do it, but the way in which they can do it, right? Okay, very good, Samuel Lover. Very good, Cheyenne. Very good, Fozzie. Yeah, the method, right? So that's the part that we must understand. Very good, Paige. Very good, Shan. Very good, Ethan. You guys are right. How teachers can do it. Okay. Question 24. For blank, an older child might need a blank something. Okay, answer for question 24. Very good, Ethan. Very good, Samuel level. Very good. I what? Is your name a monkey emoji? Okay, very good. Elena. No, teacher Kate is walking home already. Very good, Ethan. Very good, Wilson. Samuel, was that typo? Very good, Cheyenne. Very good, Paige. Very good, Fozzie. Good. Okay. So here, the previous sentence talked about not challenging, challenges, right? So this part is talking about an example or an instance of it. Okay. Well done. Okay. Question 25. An older child might need a blank, conducive environment to study in, a place away from a younger sibling. Question 25. Answer. Very good, Sarah Level. Very good, Pavlov. Ethan, Michael, Gilly. Ethan, which one is your answer? Wilson, Fozzie, Paige, Cheyenne, Elena. Well done. Very good, Ethan. Okay, a more conducive environment, right? Well done, Xuan, Foxy, and Ethan. Why you send the answer again? Oh, okay, very good. I just not ask you which one, right? Okay, well done. All right, let me finish reading the rest of the passage. When at blank, students would naturally feel more relaxed. However, in school, they were more geared towards learning. Thus, parents should encourage their children to contact their teachers to blank any doubts. Thankfully, the decision to bring blank the June holidays to May was met with a collective sigh of blank from parents, students, and teachers blank. Meanwhile, parents should look out for signs of heightened anxiety in children and be there for them as pillars of support. All right, question 26. Answer. Very good, Gilly. Very good, Fozzie. If that's for later on, right? Thank you, follow, Ellen. Very good, Foxy. Very good, Jerry. Very good, Pavlov. Very good, Ethan. Very good, Wilson. Very good, Shan. Very good, Cheyenne. Very good, Sign. Is that a sign? Okay, well done. Okay, they would naturally feel more relaxed at home, right? Because the clue is they feel more relaxed. And then, however, in school. So it has to be somewhere else, right? Okay, very good, Victoria. Okay, answer for question 27. Oh, you guys are so fast. Very good, Foxy. Very good, Sanrio. Very good, Ethan. Very good, Sign. Very good, Sanrio again. Very good, Pavlov. Very good, Cheyenne. Shen. Wilson. Blur. Paige. Okay. Oh, Alex. 28. Oh, hold on. Hold on, Alex. Okay. To clear, can it be clear? Let me think. To contact the teachers to clear any doubts. Clear your doubts. I would say it sounds a bit awkward to me, okay? Whereas clarify your doubts is a very clear collocation, right? They go together. Okay, so to clear any doubts, I might not accept it, okay? If I'm being strict. Mm. Okay, clarify any doubts. This is a very clearly correct answer. Okay, question 28. To bring blank the June holidays. Have lost. Very good. Hmm? Sign, very good. Foxy, very good. Wilson, very good. Chen, spelling error. Cheyenne, very good. Paige, very good. Doreen, well done. Sandra, well done. Good. Fozzie, well done. Right? So from June to May. So you're bringing it forward. Okay? The question for 29. It was met with a collective sigh of. Very good, Peppa Pigu. Samuel Lover, be very careful. Something I mentioned in our editing exercise. Very good, Foxy. Very good, Pavlov. Very good, Elena. Very good, Fozzie. Very good, Wilson. Hey, Wilson, something wrong? Something that I mentioned just now also. Remember? Which one is it? Guys, be very careful. Okay? You must remember. Look at what I wrote on top. Here. Relief is the verb. Relief is the noun. Which one should it be? Very good. It has to be the noun, right? A sigh of relief. It has to be the noun form. All right. Okay, answer for question 30. From parents, students, and teachers blank. I think this one is a bit challenging. Oh, sorry. Daniel Lover here. Okay. I would say two, not exactly. This one's a bit more challenging, right? We're saying that parents, students, teachers, they all reacted in the same way. So a sigh of relief from parents, students, and teachers. What? I'm impressed. I would think this is a hard question for primary six students. Okay? From all of them, they all have the same feeling, the same reaction from parents, students, and teachers. Not all together. Good try. Okay? The answer is yes. I saw a few of you guys got it correct. Well done. Well done. Alike. Yes. All right. Good job. Okay, well done, guys. Do you have any questions about any of these? Don't cry, Wilson. This one was a hard one. No? Okay, thank you guys so much for today. Yeah, I had a good time with you guys. My next TikTok live will be 2 weeks later, same time, same place. All right, and then if you guys enjoyed my class today, just to let you know, we do have online classes for you guys. Okay, so I teach the primary six English online lesson, and we have a free trial, so please feel free to come and try it out. And then we have all these different subjects as well. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. I'm teacher Lian. It was nice to have you guys. If you have questions, feel free to ask now. If not, please go enjoy yourselves and I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Yes. Thank you, Michael. Bye bye. If there are no questions, I will also go home. Bye bye. Thank you for spending this hour with me. And for those of you who have been here for 3 hours, you've done an insanely good job. Okay, I think no more questions. So I will see you guys next time, alright? Bye bye.